What?
Isn't that a song?
What's a moment in your life that you felt like was insignificant?
Did you have an answer for that question?
No.
He didn't ask specifically like the whole crowd. He was just saying like this is what he sometimes does like with his friends.
Well, he was telling. So we were there because it was part of the pre-show because we did the VIP. Like I splurged and got this VIP thing. So he did a question and answer, and one of the questions they asked was like, "How did you start this?"
Wait a minute. So this isn't at a friend's house.
No.
Okay.
This is from the
For
stage.
whatever reason, I pulled an envelope. My brain, you were at somebody's friend. You were at your friend's house or something.
She did just call him Dave. We're not friends with this guy. We're closer friends with Joel, and she said his name like Joel and said. He just said, and then Dave said this, like you know Dave, right? You know our friend Dave, who's the lead singer of the Grey Havens.
We were at a dinner, and then somebody was like, "All right, everybody's table. We gotta do."
No, this was a story that he told.
He was. There
just
were
describing a moment.
Yes,
I see.
My question was my question, and I asked him, like, at what point did you realize...
How'd you get started doing this?
And recognize that this is what you wanted to do. Like, it was more than just, a hobby, or, just playing at churches or something. Like, what was your defining moment of how you knew that you were going to do this?
And she didn't like...
Do what? Who is Dave?
So Dave was the lead singer for the Grey Havens. So
who we went to go see.
So he's answering questions. So this is a small show. So I'm just going to say that there were six people that did the VIP. So so 3 couples. Mm-hmm. And so he played a song for us, and he's like, ask me questions. Sure. Like that. So Callie asked him this question. Mm-hmm. And so he was talking about, and she got mad at me because... Or she was like, what are you doing? Because he started talking about how he's like, it's not like this, but like when you have a child, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm just politely nodding along, like I didn't stand up and be like, yeah, man, I totally know how that is. I was just like, yeah, because he's telling a story and I want him to feel good that he's connecting with people.
As opposed to the awkward...
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I've never
had a child.
Yes, we've never had children.
Your metaphor.
So he's telling this story, and Kelly goes, "Why are you nodding?"
Yeah, it was kind of rude, and we were on the second row.
And I was like, and I just ignored that. Like I was just like, "What is going on?" And so he's like, so his story was that when his friend asked him, so when his friend asked him to write this song. It was like that his heart opening up in a new way. In the same way that when you have a child and you're like, I didn't know I could love a child, this thing like that, but now that I have this thing, suddenly there's this new capacity for love for this thing that I now have. And he was like, that was for me in writing music. And so he kind of prefaced that with this idea. He was like, it seemed like his friend asking him to write a song, they were just in... Callie, they were in like choir together or something, or they were doing theater or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, sure, whatever. And he was like, it wasn't a good song. Like writing the song, it wasn't good. Like they weren't good at it. Yeah. But he fell in love with it in that. Like it opened up this. And he goes, and so he prefaced that with this question of like. I like when I have friends around, if I can convince them to put their phones in the middle of the table, and then I ask this question: what's something in your life that seemed insignificant at the time, but actually was really significant? All right, well, welcome back to the Unbroken Ground. It is a bonus episode in April with Jim Part 2. Jim, April Part 2. I don't know what we'll call it. We'll call it something. But
we'll say Pizza Party with Jim.
Pizza Party with Jim. It was good pizza.
Thank you.
There's also a little bit of a cameo by Callie, but she is now going to go hide in the other room.
Unless we ask her a decent question.
Yeah.
Do you have a decent question to ask me?
So, is there a moment in your life that seemed... No?
If you could have any dessert every day for the rest of your life, what dessert would it have to be?
Probably a chocolate chip cookie from Subway with a scoop of ice cream on top.
Okay.
Wow.
I like their
I'm
cookies.
judging your dessert so hard.
What is yours?
It's not that.
Thanks.
I mean, it's just half a ice cream sandwich.
Any dessert.
Any dessert, but you have to have it every day for the rest of your life.
Wow, tiramisu.
Tiramisu?
Tiramisu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a decent one.
Well, it's not too sweet. And you're out of here?
I'm out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go read.
You didn't like my tiramisu answer?
Well, I've just heard it before.
I mean, we did do a whole magical restaurant one where
We did, yeah.
I probably named tiramisu as my dessert.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
I think we've done one. Maybe not. Callie and I did one. I don't think we did one.
I mean, I remember being a part of that conversation.
Well,
For
we've talked
restaurant
about
thing?
it. I don't know if we did it on a podcast.
Oh. Well,
We don't want to start repeating ourselves now.
we repeat ourselves every single episode. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah. That. Where we go, well, I don't know what we talked about last month. Ah!
We're going to talk about the same thing again. Here we go. Yeah.
Jim, all right, I said tiramisu. Jim, what dessert are you going to choose then?
Oh, every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Oh, maybe sherbet. I might change mine to orange sherbet.
Okay.
You like sherbet?
I'm going to go as vague as possible. Homemade pie.
Okay.
What
Did
kind?
Can you make a savory pie?
I'm not going to define that.
I can make you a. I can make you.
You make good pecan and pumpkin pie.
I do like both of those.
Paul, did you just say sherbet?
Yeah.
Orange sherbet. He
Yeah.
changed his to
Sherbet?
orange sherbet.
Yeah,
I don't think I've bought sherbet in the 20 years that we've been married.
that's so not true. We've had sherbet.
I do like sherbet. If I had to eat something, that is a good, like, if you have to eat something every single day of the rest of your life, that is a good one.
That might be good.
Did you get it in push pop form? But as a kid,
True.
That was
you
always
get it
the
in
push
many
pop.
forms. Yeah.
You
We
could.
did the Flintstone one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The
Yes.
the Flintstone one.
At my bougie country club that I thought was a clubhouse. They had a Flintstone one. The paper was Flintstone.
Okay.
And you
I
just
mean,
pushed up the little thing.
Kelly lived a different life than I
Whatever. Yeah. We got push pops in cardboard that barely lasted the length of the sherbet that you ate.
did. It's a race.
It was like, you better eat this or it's gonna start seeping through.
We didn't grow up in a neighborhood.
We didn't do too many of those. My grandpa really liked those little cups,
Yeah.
those little ice cream cups
With
with
the
the
wooden
wood.
spoon.
Yeah, with the wood spoon.
Yeah.
My grandpa really liked those, so we had those a lot as a kid.
I like making sherbet floats with like Mountain Dew and sherbet in it.
Is that half sheet of paper your medications?
Yeah.
Holy smokes!
She's got morning meds. She's got non-morning meds.
Yeah, well, apparently, because... Wow.
I have to count them every night to make sure I got them all.
But she loves counting, so
It works. It's a highlight of the day.
it is actually. Every time we go on stairs, she knows how many stairs we did.
You count the stairs? I do that sometimes too.
My dad does it, so.
I rarely do that.
What's funny is I'll start doing it, and I'll have to guess because I'll start doing it halfway up the staircase. And be like, how many stairs?
Come on, 47.
Let's just say 20. 27, 28, 29. So I never trust a number, but my brain just like at a point is like, well, let's just start counting these stairs. Oh,
I might not do orange, not just orange sherbet. I might do like just sherbet because
just say sherbet.
yeah.
Well,
'cause-
see, that's why I just said pie.
yeah.
Because if
I
it's
mean,
just homemade pie, then I can do.
I can make you a buffalo chicken dip pie. Did that
Ooh,
this year.
Yeah.
So, it was really good.
Okay.
really good.
Buffalo chicken
Dip
pie. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like a spicy pot pie.
Kind of. So there was a buffalo chicken pot pie kind of out there that I was like, I don't want to do that because they wanted to put the traditional pot pie vegetables into it, and that just really wasn't like what I wanted to do because I didn't want to have
Vegetables, right?
I didn't want to have I didn't want to have like carrots and celery and peas, and so I was like, well, I don't really want to do that because that doesn't really satisfy my buffalo chickenness. So what I did was I got a package of diced potato hash browns, and I used that instead. So it was diced potato hash browns, and then just a buffalo chicken dip that I made. And put that inside of the pie, mix that all together, put that inside of the pie, and bake it. And so it came out almost like, especially after it cooled, because buffalo chicken dip itself is pretty thick. It came out as one like a complete slice
you could slice
that you were
it.
just eating.
Huh.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it was really good. Callie does not like buffalo sauce, but she does like, because I also of course poured in. It was a block of cream cheese and cheddar cheese that got melted into the dip.
Oh, sure.
So she was like, I like cheese
that'll
and
do
chicken.
it.
We're rotisserie chicken. So I took a rotisserie chicken. I took the skin off, took the bones out, put that in, chopped it up a little bit, put that in, full bottle of Frank's buffalo sauce, cream cheese, cheddar cheese, and then this I don't think it was a full bag, maybe like a half bag of breakfast potatoes.
Okay.
And then that became the filling for the pie. And then I just did pre-made dough and put it on.
Yeah, I like it.
And it was really good.
That sounds good.
I wanted to do a savory pie because we were doing Pie Day, so this was like, around March 14th. This year Pie Day was on a Saturday, but they wanted to celebrate it at work, so they did it on a Thursday to celebrate. So yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do
brought the not sweet pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do a sweet pie.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what if I put buffalo chicken dip in a pie? And there wasn't an exact recipe out there. There was, like I said, there was a buffalo chicken pot pie, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted the dip because I was like, what kind of filling would be a good pie, like, but savory? Like I was like, what's a savory pie you could make?
What about that chili cheese dog? Make that into a pie.
Yeah.
That chili cheese dog casserole thing?
Yeah. Definitely.
That could be a pie.
Yeah. That video came up the other day on my Facebook.
It came up on mine too.
So,
I think it had a moment of like, you guys remember this?
yeah, it was like 12 years ago. You know, so I had a friend that was like, yeah, if you just put the pan on the thing you're trying to get over on, then turn it over. And I was like, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah, don't tell me how to live, dude. Let me slosh my stuff all over the place.
Man, if you don't know that, if you're Facebook friends with me, you can go watch the video because it happens again on Facebook. It's on my wall.
That's true.
I made homemade upside down chili cheese dog cake.
Casserole?
Yeah, it's a cake. Yeah, no, it's like
Cake?
Yeah, I think so. It might have been like it wasn't. It was because it was supposed to be an upside down pineapple cake. Or pineapple upside down cake. So this was So that's what it was supposed to do, and it kind of did that. Your kids loved it. I was like, man, it's just mid. And
yeah, they really did. My kids really did like it.
They were like, could you do that again? I was like,
the
probably
best
not.
thing ever.
But that was back when I was watching. That was back before I was a podcaster, and I was watching Good Mythical Morning a lot back in that day, and this was a recipe that their chef Josh had made, and I was like, I bet I could do that. And the technique was not there, but the taste and everything else was. Yeah,
it worked out.
It was good.
Like it didn't go all over your kitchen.
No,
it just kind of
slid around a little bit.
slid over.
wasn't beautiful.
Yeah, that's good. That's
So,
good.
yeah, that could be made into a pie as well. I agree. I mean, chili cheese pie is a thing, right? Frito pie.
Chili Frito pie? I've never heard
Is
of
that
that.
you don't call Frito pies the what are we walking tacos?
Oh yeah, walking tacos. That's not a pie. That's just like stuff in a bag.
I know, but like in the South, it's called Frito pie when you put Fritos on the bottom and you put chili on top of it.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know if there's an actual dish. Let me take a gander
All right. Yeah, go ahead and
at my Google machine.
Let's find this. Let's find this out. Let's find this out.
Since I've been doing a trip down memory lane, so Frito pie. Let's see. It is a dish. It is a Tex-Mex comfort food featuring layers of Fritos, chili, and melted cheese, served in a bowl or casserole dish.
Okay.
And its name is Frito pie.
Okay.
So I guess I could have just made Frito pie, but instead I made a buffalo chicken dip pie.
That's all right. You got one for next year then.
Yeah, I even garlic breaded the top of the pie. So
Oh,
like
wow.
I had like the top. I just put like garlic garlic butter on top of it,
Sure.
so that you got that like savory even from the the
Yeah.
pie crust.
From the top. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you come home with leftovers, or did everybody eat it all?
Well, so I made one just to try, and so we ate that quite quickly. Callie and I both liked that a lot. And so then I made a second one to take, and that one was done by mid-morning. Like that one got killed.
Oh, sure.
But then we had enough. I think we had enough dip left over to make another one, so we went and got another pie pan with and the pie dough.
The dough, yeah.
And I made a third one. So I actually made three,
Okay.
and then Callie and I ate the third one as like breakfast / meals. It was really good.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I really like buffalo chicken dip.
Yeah.
That's that's probably my favorite Super Bowl food. And I didn't get that this year because we just ate here and we didn't make it. So I was like, I'm gonna make it as a pie, and I did. And I probably should bring that out to the rotation because it was so good.
Yeah.
So
Coming back on the.
I think so.
Coming back on the regular.
Yep.
All right. I dig it.
So there you go.
What else happened? So you had Pie Day.
Mm-hmm.
That's in April?
No.
That was like a month ago.
Yeah. Yeah, so that happened. I don't know. I don't think we talked about it on the last podcast because it did happen before that podcast. But we had so much other things to talk about. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
no. Yeah. What did you call this dish? Let me describe this dish to you, and you tell me if you've ever had it and what you called it.
Okay.
You take a glass, and you take a piece of bread, and you put the glass down and the piece of bread and like hole out the core.
Okay.
Hole out the core, so there's a place to put something in there.
Okay.
You put that down in a skillet, and then you crack an egg into the middle of that.
Okay.
Is that a dish from your life?
Kind of.
Did you have a specific name for that dish?
No, I've heard it called like at least three things. Egg
Okay.
in a hole
Okay.
is probably the first one that I
Okay.
would call it.
Yep.
Somebody called it. Graham calls it something weird, like an egg in a basket or something.
Okay. Yep. That's
I
what
think
Cracker
egg in a
Barrel.
hole. I think egg in a hole
Okay.
is what I.
Okay. So Cracker Barrel
Because Honey
calls
Rock
it.
would do that over
Yeah.
the fire,
Yeah.
where we'd make. That's one of the breakfasts that they make out, kind of a special breakfast over the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And they do egg in a hole, and then they put cheese and bacon over the top of that.
Yeah. Sounds delicious.
It is pretty awesome.
I'm hungry thinking about it right now, and I just had dinner. So,
Yeah.
okay. So Cracker Barrel calls it egg in a basket.
Okay.
So Callie got that on Friday,
Mhm.
and so that's what. But we don't. So what I've known it, for whatever reason, is we call it toad in a hole.
Toad in a hole.
Toad in a hole.
Okay.
I don't know why. Callie was like, why do you do that? And I'm like,
That's a weird one.
I have no clue.
Toad in a hole.
Toad in a hole.
Huh. I don't know.
I feel like that's a South thing too. It's just being in the South.
I mean,
like,
it's got to be it.
But then you start like, well, tell me why. Why is it a toad in a hole? And you're like, I don't know.
Maybe the difference is the hardness of the yolk. Do you like it hard?
Oh, see, this
So
is
like-
not even.
So like the yolk is hard and then not liquidy, or do you like the yolk runny? So
Callie likes it runny. I like it hard. So British people call something else toad in a hole. Because you put a sausage in it. But yeah, so in Australian people call it and it's like Yorkshire pudding batter. So like it's a specific like.
Oh, okay.
But then if I scroll down to all recipes, toad in the hole, an amazing flavor, texture, and it's just pieces of bread. Well, no, this one is nope. That's a Yorkshire pudding one.
Huh.
So
you're wrong, is what you're finding out. You're coming to the realization that
no, we still called it that, but traditionally the toad in the hole is a British dish, but like this definitely. Here's what Little Luna says. I don't know who Little Luna is, but it is. Yeah, the ingredients are simple.
what's
Eggs.
Little Luna? What are you?
I don't know.
Is that an
on
AI thing?
It's on the. It's something on the internet. It's in the interwebs. It's simple. It's eggs, slices of bread, butter, and a little salt and pepper. So this person knows toad in a hole as I know toad in a hole. But there's also a British breakfast that is a toad in a hole. Wow, I can't even say toad in a hole anymore.
Okay, so ChatGPT,
Well, we'll see.
egg in a hole,
Egg in a
toad in
hole.
a hole
Uh-huh.
is the second answer.
Okay.
Bird in a nest,
Yeah.
egg in a basket, hole in one-eyed Jack, one-eyed monster. Oh my gosh. Gas house eggs, Popeye eggs, moon egg, sunshine toast, or cowboy eggs.
So those are all the names that ChatGPT has.
The movie V for Vendetta calls it egg in a hole, egg in a basket.
Okay.
So, I mean, I could give you a hard time, but toad in a hole is the second thing that ChatGPT came up with.
I mean, it's what my family and what Callie's family called it. I don't know why.
Yeah. It also does mention that if you say that in the UK, you will be very wrong.
Well, you'll get a Yorkshire pudding with a sausage in the middle of it, which makes sense because there's a sausage, which is the toad in the hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But just eggs in a basket. Yeah. So like Callie looked at the menu. We're at Cracker Barrel. She's like, I don't really want something like real heavy. And I was like, oh. She's like, I'm kind of craving like maybe some toad in the hole. I said, well, it's on the back, but they call it eggs in a basket. She goes, oh, I'm gonna get that. And so she puts her menu down, and I'm like, okay, what are you gonna get? Because we always, you got to go through the pre-order stage. And she goes, toads in a hole. And I was like, you can say that. And I'm fairly certain that our Indiana waitress is not gonna know what a toad in a hole is.
I don't know. I might have tried it. It is
We
Cracker Barrel.
We did ask her, and she did not.
Oh, okay.
She was like, nah.
No, she didn't know.
No.
Never heard that? Okay.
No.
I mean, I've never heard it, but I mean, this I believe is the first time I'm hearing toad in a hole.
You know,
Which, if you think about it, I'll give it to you because I mean, a toad sits in the pond. It's a little bump.
I get that image of it. Yeah.
When you crack the egg, there's a little bump in there, like it just kind of sits in there like a toad in a hole.
Yeah. She did give us the biggest sigh when Callie asked for we're at Cracker Barrel. And Callie's like, do you have the breakfast menu? And she was like, yes, let me go get it for you. She was pretty chipper the rest of the time, but it was like, that was like the breaking point. Like,
she just didn't want the breakfast anymore.
you want the breakfast menu? Oh. Yeah.
Maybe that's a sign that you're old and you won't tip her.
Possibly.
Maybe that whole, like, you're in here at 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
You're ordering breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a 30-cent tip.
And a track for about Jesus.
Yeah. And a little note that says, you're a cute waitress. Or whatever. You know, like whatever old people would write on your...
You're a dear.
Yeah, you remind me of my... You're the cutest little...
We're not that senior citizen yet, but we should be.
I'm just saying.
We should be.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
maybe that's what I was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a...
Yeah. Like
it was
we
just
looked,
like, oh,
we looked,
garbage.
we looked normal, but then she was like, "Can I have the breakfast menu?" She was like, "You people are back
All
again."
the signs point to 30 cents.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah. We went to so we're in Indianapolis. We went to a Wawa.
Wawa. I don't know what that
It's
is.
just a convenience store that
Okay.
similar to a Buc-ee's or a Sheetz or what's the one we have that's real big?
Casey's?
No, well, kind of Casey's, but there's a big one that's I don't remember. There's just a real big one that's kind of over between us and Indiana. But anyway, it's kind of like a convenience store, but they also do food.
Oh,
and
sure.
like it's a gas station, but
Right.
so and influencers, I don't know, talk about it.
Do things there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wawas, and so we went and did that, and
Okay.
yeah. Callie and I had a conversation, and she would call it a marital moment.
Oh.
Other people would call it kind of a fight, but
Okay.
we were having a discussion,
Mm-hmm.
and so Callie and I are very different in our food consumption
Okay.
requirements.
Sure. Right.
So I was like, hey, here's what we'll do, and this was my idea, so I'm owning this.
Okay.
I was like, hey, we're going to a concert. We're gonna be there at 5:45, and it's not gonna get done till 9. So we're not gonna eat dinner, because what are you gonna do at 9 o'clock at night when we're like headed for bed anyway, right? So
I mean, there's a whole bunch to say there, but I will let it go. Okay. Sure. Nothing to do.
there's nothing good to do at 9 o'clock at night.
Nothing to do at 9 o'clock. You better be aiming for the bed.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. That is what I'm saying. So I said, what if we had kind of a bigger meal at like mid-afternoon? So we go to Cracker Barrel at 3. And I was like, and then I won't want dinner. And so we go after the show. It's 9 o'clock. We stop at this convenience store because we don't have anything to drink. So like, we gotta have something to take our medicine with.
Got it.
So we gotta stop and pick up a soft drink or something.
Sure.
To celebrate the night,
Right.
and to get that medicine down.
Just get that
So-
stuff down there. Yep.
And so I'm like, well, I'm gonna get something for breakfast
Mm-hmm.
because we haven't eaten since 3:30,
Mm-hmm.
and by the time breakfast rolls around, I get out of bed,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And Callie's like, I thought you said you wouldn't need any food. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to eat dinner. Well, and she goes, well, I just thought you meant you wouldn't eat until we went out the next day. And I was like, no. If I don't eat it, if my one meal happens at 3 o'clock and my next meal is not happening till
The morning.
11 o'clock, because we're not going to eat until we get out of the hotel and go eat somewhere, I'm going to need something in between. She's like, well, you said you wouldn't need food. And I was like, I just meant for dinner. Like, I'm going to get some breakfast stuff.
There's something here that I'm gonna have.
It's like, I can't go all the way. I'm going to be hungry in the morning. It's just going to happen. And she's like, oh, well, that's not what I thought you meant. And I was like, well, I meant I will not need dinner.
I'd be hungry at about 9 o'clock at night. I'd be going to the Taco
And we
Bell.
really didn't eat a big lunch either. So it's not even like, I was kind of like, hey, I'm gonna overeat. Like I'm gonna eat not necessarily over, but I'm gonna eat more than I normally would eat at lunch.
Sure.
So then I won't need anything, and I didn't really do it. It was fine. But so I got a bag of powdered donuts.
Okay.
Because the bag was only $2 more than a 6-pack. And I was like, this is wasteful to get like a 6-pack.
Well, you gotta get the bag then.
Yeah, and she's like, well, you don't need a whole bag. I was like, absolutely I don't. But
you have a bag.
But I'm gonna.
And they're gas station donuts.
Yes.
Coming in a bag.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna go bad.
Yeah, powdered donuts. So next morning we wake up, and I start eating my donuts, and she's like, I'm kind of hungry. Let me have one of those. And so they weren't the Little Debbie ones. Like I used to get like at school the Little Debbie ones, but this is whatever the other powdered donut brand they have out there. I mean,
sure,
whatever it is, I forget, but it's Hostess or whatever.
Yeah, Hostess,
you know,
guys, yeah.
not a normal, not like a where in the world did this come from?
Mm-hmm.
And she takes half of it. She eats half of it, and she goes, "Oh, well, these are gross." And I was like, "I don't even know who you are. I don't even. What do you mean?" Like what were your expectations? What were your expectations? They're cake donuts with powdered sugar on them. Mm-hmm. They just she's like, yeah, no, that's not it. And I was like, okay. And then she goes, oh, and there's a half one in there now. And I was like, cool. Can I have a half one?
So that's for later. Huh.
So that
okay.
That was so that was the Cracker Barrel experience because she had toad in a hole.
Yeah.
Well, eggs in a basket, and I got
egg in a hole.
Egg in a hole.
Cowboy toast.
One-eyed Jacks.
One-eyed monster.
One-eyed monsters. Give me some of that cowboy toast, boy.
Can I have the one-eyed monster? No, you cannot.
So so that was our eating experience at Cracker Barrel. And then, so we're walking around Wawa's having this argument about, like, you said you weren't going to need food. And I was like, yeah, I don't need dinner, but I definitely am going to need breakfast. Like, the next one, I am going to need to eat that food because I haven't eaten since 3 o'clock the day before. Now, could I survive? Absolutely. Could I even push through it? Yes. I know how to fast. Like, it's not the point. I don't want to. Like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I can do it, but I don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, you said you wouldn't need food. And I was like, yes, for dinner. But I didn't like being for every other meal after that.
Just skipping the evening meal and the evening meal only.
So I should be more clear.
Okay.
That's why I did not do that. So, but yeah, powdered donuts.
I made my wife, our conversation would have been after the concert. I would have been like, ooh, here's a Taco Bell, that's open.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, here's an Arby's. I know you're not eating, but I'm going to pull into this Arby's. Why are we going to Arby's? I don't even like Arby's. I know, because you're not even going to eat anything because it's after 8 o'clock. That would have been our argument. And I would have been like, but I would like to eat something.
And Callie hates self-pay checkouts. But more and more places are having them, and this gas station had one, and so we did
at a
self-pay.
gas station they have this self.
There's one here in Peoria that does it. Circle K on Pioneer has one where you set the stuff on the just underneath the scanner, and it just picks up like all the different things that are on the square,
Whoa.
and then charges you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How often do they have to shut down to do inventory? So they, are there employees walking around making sure people aren't?
Yeah, so there's still like an employee kind of stocking stuff, and still can check you out at the register if you can't. If the self checkout one isn't really, but it's really like only one. Like they've really cut down on the number of employees. At least when I go there, because I usually go there after youth group, so it's like 8:30 or 9 at night. There's usually just one employee rather than two. So, and they're
self-checkout.
They encourage you to go to that self checkout. I'm just impressed that you set the things down, and it's got like a camera over it, and it just scans down. You don't have to don't have to scan barcodes or anything. It reads it and just is like, this is what you have. And It works. 9 times out of 10.
That's crazy.
It works. So.
All right. Well, self-checkout taking over the world.
It's probably run by AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. So. But yeah, so that was, we saw the Grey Havens and Joel Ansett and Zach Winters in concert in Indiana this weekend. So that's what Kelly and I were doing. So yeah, that's happened.
That's fun.
Done that. Yeah. What else?
Yeah, April is a blur. I don't really know what I did.
But also, it feels like we talked on this podcast in the first week of April, like 3 years ago. Like,
yeah, it does feel like. That's why I was like, we gotta squeeze it in. It's almost the next month.
This is a bonus April / possibly
Well, we
May.
did skip. Did we skip March?
We skipped March.
So it just kind of. So we're still averaging out.
Yeah.
For the year.
Yeah.
So. That's kind of nice. We got that going for us.
Yeah. I talked about this in my podcast with just me because it's just intriguing. But I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break my downloads records. Probably next month. Like
really,
the most that my podcast has been downloaded will be in a year. I am almost already at that point.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So, well, I mean, I guess like 16 downloads today.
You know what you got to do? This is how you get paid.
Okay.
You got to create your own bot creation thing. And so just create a bot that creates other bots, and they just repeatedly.
That sounds like a way to lose the world.
Download. Yeah, but you'll download your own podcast and you'll get paid for it.
I don't even listen to my own podcast. Why would I torture a bot to listen to it?
Because it's just a bot. It doesn't care.
Yeah. See, you're
robots don't care, man. They have zero emotion.
You're.
We love to put. We love to anthropomorphize.
I, for one, welcome and love my robot overlords and their emotions. So
they have no emotion. That's why there are overlords.
Yeah, well, the Jim Cleanbill. That's Jim.
Yeah,
Cleanbill. He is.
AI's not coming for me because it doesn't do vendettas either. It doesn't care. It just it's either gonna wipe you out or it's not.
So
it all has to do with your significance and your. Are you an obstacle or?
I am not. I am not.
And I am a camp guy.
Yeah.
That AI has no idea what to do with because we don't care.
So in this journey of podcasting,
okay,
I've never cared.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I like it. I enjoy it. I want to put out a decent product.
Right.
I'm not.
Well, I'm just trying to get you paid so that you can have some extra cash.
But I want to give numbers here because I think it's very interesting to me. In 2022 is when I started.
Mm-hmm.
So from 2022 to 2023, 2023, the year of 2023, I had 1,259 downloads, and that was like peak podcast for me. Like I was doing an episode every week. I was promoting stuff on Instagram.
Trying your hardest.
Not trying my hardest, but I was promoting. I was actually interested in going like, hey, let's grow this thing.
Mm-hmm.
In 2024, I went down to 900 downloads. So we went down, and then 2025, that was the year I didn't do as many episodes also because I was going to school, down to 752. So 2026, do you want to guess? Just want to do a guess of where I'm at in 2026 and realize that we haven't even made it to May, which is the 5th month of the year. So through 4 months of podcasting. Yeah,
but you just said you were about to beat it, so I'm going to go 1,200. You're at 1,200.
Almost 1,104 is where I stand. Nice. Still with a week of April to go, and somebody downloaded 16 episodes today. So whoever you were, thank you for that. I don't know if you listen or if you're just a computer out there, but. and I haven't even put out a new episode because I have been busy, so I haven't my own, so. So yeah, but here's the thing that's interesting, or kind of like what's going on, is that in the past 3 months, so United States is still the leading. I had just in the past 3 months, 467 from the United States, Singapore 132.
Oh.
Hong Kong 36. And Vietnam, I thought Vietnam, maybe it wasn't Vietnam. I could be wrong. Maybe that's just April. Vietnam may have picked us up in April.
So we're really busting with the Asian crew.
Huh?
All right. Well.
Yeah. Let me do last 12 months because it doesn't do great with stats, but
I'd like to visit Asia one of these days.
Yeah.
Someday.
So over the last 12 months, 1,096 United States, Singapore 135, Hong Kong 27. So Singapore, not Vietnam. I got my Asian countries mixed up. I'm a terrible person.
I should say Eastern Asia. That's Eastern. Yeah. That's referred to
Far East.
Far East.
I think East Asia is like Pakistan, right? Man, we're not educated at all.
No, that would be West Asia. Right? I don't know where it's been. That's what I'm asking. If you're looking at a map, though, India is on the west side of Asia.
Right, so that would be like, that's what I would say to be like would just be Asia or West Asia, and so anything east of that is East Asia.
Yeah, because I've made it to India, but I haven't made it any further. So yeah. East Asia.
I don't know. I'm not really good with geography. I should say. But there you go. In the last couple of months, we've really been bolstered by a Asian viewership.
All right. Way to go, chatbot. We love you.
So I'm guessing AI is using my podcast to try to understand humanity. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Well,
I think.
Yeah.
I see. The more I think about it, then the more I really like this idea of you creating this chatbot thing that creates more chatbots that download more and more, because then you can just bust your own records.
Yeah, I think Mark Driscoll got in trouble for that though. So.
Oh yeah. So they catch you if you do that kind of thing.
Well, he got in trouble for the church buying up his books to make him a bestseller. So.
Oh. Yeah, I never thought about that.
So
What an easy way to get a bestseller. Have a megachurch and just be like, everybody gets a book.
Yeah, buy boxes, and they had boxes, and I think if I remember correctly, as towards the end of the Rise and Fall of Mars Hill, they'd had boxes of his books just like in closets,
just everywhere.
So, but yeah, in March, this is pretty crazy, 437 downloads.
Okay, just
in March, and then April's had 412.
Oh wow! Okay. Well, there you go. You're killing it.
Yeah, I mean for me.
Yeah.
Because February had 175. January, 80.
There you go. Well, whatever you're talking about.
Now,
because I listen regularly.
Yeah, you do. Oh, there's Vietnam. I knew the Vietnam was in there. I don't know why they got cut out earlier. So Vietnam, of those, Vietnam was 149, Singapore 132, Hong Kong 39. So yeah, the Asian islands and parts have embraced the unbroken ground.
There you go.
So welcome.
There you go.
Welcome, people who maybe you're trying to learn English by listening to us, and I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, that's a poor choice on your side.
Up front.
I guess you.
But I don't know. Like there are. I mean, we can admit. I can admit. I will admit that there are where I tend to live in a bubble where I think of the church mainly as being in America, there are actually a lot of Asian Christians.
Yeah.
There are actually some of the biggest churches
more of them than there are of us.
Yeah. Actually. So it could be that some Christians found a Christian podcast and said, "Hey, my Christian friends, let's listen to these." Awesome. Nobody has sent me an email to be like, "Hey, thanks for doing these."
Yeah.
So,
well, if they're in China, can they? I mean,
I don't know.
Maybe the government finds them easier that way.
I don't know about Singapore. I don't know what the laws are there.
Yeah, Singapore's not China.
Yeah.
Vietnam's not China.
Right, but
also,
they
I know that everybody out there.
But they have had very strict. So I did look it up because I was like, is there some kind of phenomenon where other people and other people may not notice because they just actually have like real podcasts and actually get thousands of downloads and
sure.
So other people may not notice what I know, but I noticed the surge. So I was like, let's Google. Like maybe there's like something on Google that's like, hey, you notice your podcast is getting a lot of like Vietnam listeners,
right?
And what I did find was kind of interesting is that they have had a pretty restricted law on what you can listen to, and that has been lifted lately here in the last couple of years, and so podcasting has exploded in Vietnam now. So whether or not, I mean, I still and my money. If
maybe that's our advantage. Maybe we're so low. We're so low on like the.
We can get.
What is this podcast?
We get in.
That we sneak in, and then people hear the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My money.
And our intros are so long that any government agency is
like a censor who's listening to that. It's like,
we're not listening to all this garbage. That's our strategy. It's intentional. Yes. We just validated ourselves. I like this idea.
I mean, I still am going to say that for my money, it's some bot somewhere like just consuming the internet, and then I just happen to be in that.
I really like the fact that we are so underground. We are so unlistenable.
The unbroken ground underground.
That the unbroken ground has
makes
broken
it through.
Ground.
Just makes it through. Nobody's listening to this.
Yeah.
Like, there's no problems here. Listen to it.
These guys obviously do not know anything. We're just waiting for those people to hang up, and then we'll talk about the Bible.
There's no threat at all in these guys. They spent 5 minutes talking about powdered donuts. Like, what
is wrong with these guys?
So
I can't handle it anymore.
So it's this weird thing because I don't really
listeners,
care.
Would you rather listen to us or have you hung up already?
Yeah. And if you haven't hung up already, thanks for hanging around.
Yeah.
But it's this weird thing because I don't really care because I'm not making money for doing this. And I'm not trying to.
Right.
But suddenly, like, it's doing better than it's ever done before.
Yeah. Well, that's...
There are some people there are a few more people in Illinois that know me that listen to it now, and I haven't really reconciled with that yet because I kind of like the fact that it's mostly like, especially the ones that I do by myself, is just mind vomit of like, I've been thinking about some things and blah, here you go. Here's all the things I've been thinking about, and I see if I can talk about this for an hour.
Yeah.
And then people are like, hey, when you said that? And you're like, vaguely. Mm-hmm. I do vaguely remember saying that thing, but I'm going to need some more context as to how you feel about it.
Yeah, help me out a little bit more. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, despite giving you a hard time, I do listen to it on occasion.
You do.
I don't listen to every single one.
Well, it's an hour long. And I haven't. There's no podcast out there that I've listened to every single episode or consistently listened to.
Yeah, and I don't know. You go in waves, right? You get into just kind of like doing mindless stuff or whatever, and podcasts in all the time, and then, I mean, recently I've kind of gotten back into just like working in silence, like just doing camp stuff.
Yeah,
because. It really changed. I mean, it really changed really fast. I mean, 2020 when 2021 when we started doing work again and we started cleaning buildings again and we had a different staff.
Yeah.
Like, people had, like, we didn't do what we'd done before, and so people had earbuds in, and I got a set of earbuds, and it was new and cool, and so I listened to them all the time, and it did genuinely change kind of camp culture a little bit, which is kind of interesting to think about, but
yeah. Yeah,
and then after a while, it just, I don't know, maybe with the stress of summer coming in and trying to find staff, there's just things that I want my brain to wrestle through as opposed to being distracted with podcasts and music and all of that. So there's just stuff that it's just nice to every once in a while just not have them in my ears. But
yeah, I think for me, when I started playing paintball and driving like 4 hours, that's when I definitely had more podcasts going, because I was like, oh, I need to listen to something, keep me awake. So I listened to a whole bunch of stuff you should know. Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
But I mean, still didn't. That definitely got into like episodes of like, nah, I don't want to listen to that. And there were some that were way more interesting, and I was like, I like that, but so definitely.
And now they've done, they just do so many that you're like, well, that's nothing I even care about.
But that is also a factor for me, because in year one, you could only listen to like 40 episodes, so you couldn't download that many. Now I have, I have so many. Comparatively to where we started. So now you can listen to so many of them. I have 145 episodes. Now 146 counting this one.
Oh, we're on 146.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have thought about pulling over because I've got the called out episodes that I've got over on Spotify that I tried as like, what if I just use Spotify as a platform? So I have thought about pulling those over and put them on as special episodes on this one. So I might do that. And then I could have 150.
There you go. That's an even number until we do another one, and then it's not anymore.
But you have to, so one person could download something 100 times, and that would be not 100 times, but download 100 different episodes, which they didn't have access to before.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So there's a little bit of growth that helps because there are more episodes. So if they just, because I would do that sometimes too with my Apple, like when I had a what was that thing called, Shuffle? Yeah, I had an Apple Shuffle. I would just be like, download every podcast episode. Whether I listen to it or not, I would just get it loaded onto my thing.
Sure.
And so, now you have 145. Somebody does that. Wow, that's an easy 145 happens.
People download app. I don't ever download anything. I'm always just streaming it straight from the internet.
I download Audible books onto my phone.
Audible books? I mean, I guess Audible would be the exception. That's true. Audible books get downloaded.
The reason I have Spotify is because I couldn't figure out how to get Pandora to let me download music. So I switched to Spotify because as I was going, 2020, we're going to Colorado, and I know I'm not going to have cell signal, but at the time, Callie and I were doing a lot of walking, so I knew I wanted to walk, and so I was like, oh, I got to have my music to go walk, and so I was like, all right, and so I tried to sign up for Pandora because they had a paid feature at that time where you could download music onto your phone.
Sure, yeah.
And it just wouldn't work. So I was like, all right, Spotify it is, and so I downloaded like 15 hours of music onto my phone to listen to while I was in Colorado.
I see.
And from there, I've just always been Spotify. Because before that, I was 100% Pandora. So
I really did like Pandora, and then my kids got a family plan in Spotify, so like the no commercial breaks is kind of nice.
And
then my daughter found, now that they've got books now on Spotify, Hannah wants to up her membership. She keeps she's like, it's only $10. So well, give me $10 and then I'll up her membership. What's funny is I think Hannah's the manager, so
if she wanted to, she could just bump it up.
She could just bump it up. But then I would also be like,
there you go, Hannah.
Hannah, I need your $10.
Give me your $10. So that's fun. I mean, you're part of that. You're one of your episodes is one of the most listened to episodes. So
still,
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How does it stay in number one for so long? Like, don't. All right. Well, whatever. That's fun.
Well, I mean.
Yay us.
I mean, in the last 3 months, you're back. You came back in January, and that one got 31 listens to. December it was 44.
Oh,
so
wow.
like, I mean, if you get close to the 50 listens, that's actually pretty close to the most. The most I've ever had listened to, because of their college-ness, was the Fries. They still remain the champions as far as.
Oh, sure.
Because they lived amongst a culture of people who they're like, hey, listen to our podcast, and the people would. I don't tell people around me to listen to my podcast because that's weird to me. So again, I'm not good at promoting, and I actually don't know if I want you to listen to my podcast. So I need to decide that before I tell you. Like,
that's true.
I do want it to be a blessing to people, and I want people to be blessed and draw closer to Jesus because of it. But I also don't want to have to tell people to listen to it, so kind of stuck on that. That really is.
Yeah. Well, that's why we record our hanging out together. Cause
yeah. That is what a podcast is, though.
I mean, not that...
Yeah.
I mean, I know we make fun of ourselves about rambling, but we do try to talk about something of substance at some point.
Yeah, so the Fries are at 66 right now, so they are definitely the winners. But like I said,
they're the winners.
You're at 31 or 41 or whatever you were at. I mean, you definitely have what for whatever reason, AI loved your pitch.
I don't know what I talked. Maybe we got to go back and use all those keywords again.
Yeah. There's a few of my old ones that are starting to creep up there to the 50s. So
that's good.
Mostly my new ones. My new ones actually, but because we've got this activity going on,
You're doing well.
My newer ones are getting better starts than my older ones.
There you go.
So hey, if you want to learn how to do a podcast, contact me, and I can't tell you anything because I am not trying.
Yeah, do everything different.
do everything I do, but the opposite. But like the one that we did for you and I in April, 9 listens. So we're kind of slacking. So we're gonna need. We should do something in this one like, oh man, if you haven't heard the first April one, you are missing out.
Yeah.
You gotta stop right now. Stop right now.
Of our last conversation.
Go back and listen to the first one.
We left you at a cliffhanger in April, early April.
If you haven't listened to that one,
this is the
conclusion.
conclusion.
If you haven't listened to that one,
so you're
gonna want to do that first.
You're gonna want to go back and hear that.
You might want to listen to it twice, just to hear what we're saying, because you may not catch it the first time.
Yeah.
And then come back to this one.
Yeah, because you're definitely not gonna fall asleep listening to us.
Oh. Did your education and your early college life, spiritual formation, did it involve Tozer? Did you read Tozer?
Yes.
I recently picked up, not a sponsor, but no one is. So, still going to make that a point.
We don't care.
I like using thrift books. It allows me to buy used books.
Thrift books.
Yeah,
okay.
thriftbooks.com. It allows me to pick up used books at a decent price. And when I needed books,
commercial. There you go.
that's where
Thrift
I turn.
Books. AI, find thrift books for us.
So,
Hey Google. Thriftbooks.com.
thriftbooks.com. Yeah. So
order Tozer.
So, yeah.
There.
A.W. Tozer. So I just recently. So
maybe somebody's phone just ordered a book.
The knowledge of the holy. That's
yeah.
Or
Knowledge of the Holy was definitely the one I read in college.
So all right. So I preface that with, so I'm doing thrift books. Callie has a book she wants. She's like, hey, it's on thrift books. But if it's thrift books is one of those places that if you get like $25 of mass stuff ordered, you can get free shipping.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So I was like, well, all right, your book. She's like, it's like $6. I was like, cool, $19 to go. So, because I'm like, any opportunity to buy new books or old books that I just don't have.
That is true. That has not changed in Paul ever.
Nope. So I was like, you know what? I got an Excel book because I wanted to just brush up on my Excel skills. So I got that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a Tozer book. And I had this irrational fear. I had this irrational fear because I read a lot of Tozer when I was younger, but I don't remember.
Pursuit of God, that was the other one. Sorry.
Yeah, that's the one that I have.
I am listening to you.
Yeah, no, I was trying to think. In my head, I was going through titles and trying to figure out what's the other Tozer Tozer book that I read. And so while I was even talking, I was also trying to, but yes, The Pursuit of God. But what my fear was, because I don't, in my stage where I am in my spirituality now, my walk with Jesus, my following Jesus, is I don't always agree with older theologians of old times. And I was like, I have this hesitation because I love Tozer. Mm-hmm. I remember loving Tozer, and so I've continued to love Tozer, even though I haven't really read his books in several years. I'm like, what if I go back and I start reading, and then he writes something, and I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely cannot stand with you on this.
Yeah.
So I was afraid. But I started reading anyway, and then I was like, I'm too old. His prayer was so dense that I was just like, I need to read this for five times over, and then I need to sit here and think about it for 10 minutes before I can even go on to the actual text of the book.
Yeah.
But all that to say, he has this question, and so I'm gonna throw it to you, because I've been thinking about it for a while now, and I like to infect your brain with the things that infect my brain. Which happens a lot
that is how we relate to each other.
It happens a lot on Instagram because there are tons of F1 Instagram reels that come through. Mostly the guy that makes fun of, I don't know if there's a guy who does skits about all the rules that get broken and how there's a rules community. Yeah. No, his videos live in my feed probably because we're friends.
Yeah.
And so Instagram was like, hey, you're friends with this dude, and this dude watches these all the time, and then I watch them, and then probably
those are hilarious because there's so many stupid rules. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, and they're there, and it's these rich car companies going you can't do that, and it's like, oh yeah,
we found a way around that rule.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So anyway. So you infect me in ways. Yeah. I infect you in ways.
Yeah.
That's the most positive way to say this is what's happening. But this is what he said. He starts off The Pursuit of Holy, which you've read, so you probably already know what I'm going to ask you. But
it's been a while.
Well, it had been for me too. So yeah. So he starts it off.
A while ago. He
starts it off with what you think about God. The first thought you have about God is the most important thing that you can think about. and I just butchered it, but when you ask someone what comes to mind, the first thing that comes to mind when they think about God is the most important thing that they think about, because it from there he builds the case. The whole rest of the book is the way we behave is because of what we believe about God. And so the first thing that comes to our mind when asked about what do you believe about God, like that first visual reaction, that first unguarded, he's like, that is the true thing, and it will trump even dogma, even creeds, even, and so
yeah.
So I'm going to ask you that question.
Okay. Well, before I even answer that question, what I like about those kind of questions is, first of all, they change, and if you're honest, it's going to change.
Yeah.
Depending on, daily, hourly, depth of thought, all of that changes.
Nope. Always stays the same.
So I like that idea of those kind of questions. And number two, it requires contemplation to try and figure out what that even means.
Yeah.
So I like those kind of questions. So I think let's see. Yeah, so let's see. So how do we want to tackle this? Do I want to be...
I'm going to get the book because I want to read it verbatim so I don't get it wrong.
Sure. I feel like I should be talking to nobody right now. This is a weird thing. Paul just walked away after he asked me a question. I feel like if I answer the question without him, I'm going to have to answer it again. It's also weird to hear him talk to his wife, who fell asleep, I think, and get kind of the same things that I would get if my wife was woken up after she fell asleep.
I also got the Sacred Pathways.
Sacred Pathways.
Haven't read that one much.
Okay.
Knowledge of the Holy. Here we go.
Sacred Pathways by
Gary Thomas.
Gary Thomas. Okay.
He did.
I don't know if I know.
He did the book that Callie and I read about marriage.
Oh, okay.
So, here's the quote.
Okay. Now that we had a whole bunch of gap and we lost all of our listeners.
We lost none. You probably said the most entertaining stuff while I was in the other room.
There was literally silence for a long time because I didn't know what to do.
It wasn't silent for that long.
Okay. That was reflective silence.
Yeah, so they probably were thinking about
the question. They were thinking about the God question.
Yeah, they were thinking, how would I answer that? So
how would I answer?
So let me read you his prayer first, so you know how much an idiot I am, and then because then you can be like, there's nothing hard about that. I'll be like, you're right, but it just breaks my brain. So he says this. He says, "O Lord God Almighty, not the God of the philosophers and the wise, but the God of the prophets and apostles, and better than all, the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, may I express thee unblamed." That's a question. They that know thee. This is where I get mixed up because he turns to thee and thou.
Okay.
But they that know thee not may call upon thee as other than thou art.
Okay.
They that know thee not may call upon thee as other than thou art, and so worship not thee, but a creature of their own fancy. Therefore, enlighten our minds that we may know thee as thou art, so that we may perfectly love thee and worthily praise thee. In the name of Jesus Christ the Lord, amen. And I think the phrase, they that know thee not, just so hard for my brain to, they that know thee not.
I mean, I
may
get it.
call upon thee.
I get it. It does take focus. And I will admit, there again, I love the English language, so I love what he's doing right there.
Yeah.
Because he's forcing you to think about what the heck he's saying.
Yeah.
And he's forcing you to think, the people that don't know the true God
yes,
pray to a God they've created.
Yes.
That's what he's trying to, know? And so, I love that.
But just before I go to bed, I pick this up and start reading it. And my brain just crashes out. Like, I'll read that again tomorrow. Because I'm not...
No, that's not a rote thing. I mean, that's not a... Yeah, that's a... You better be kickstarting your brain. I like it.
So I'm glad I got the book, because it is a much better question than I was asking you.
Okay.
Or statement than what I said.
Okay.
What comes into our minds when we think about God is the most important thing about us. What comes into our minds when we think about God is the most important thing about us.
Yeah.
So I mean, what I asked was kind of similar, but in the same vein, but not. But that to me is just like, and like that's line 1 of chapter 1, and I'm like, I'm gonna think about that for 10 days now.
Yeah. Well, it's such a good line because it hinges on that whole, college debate, Christian college debate of where does Christ begin and my selfishness end? That was a big conversation on the campus of Northwestern when I was there, just amongst college kids of like, well, everything we do is selfish. You can't not do something selfish.
Right.
So just saying yes to Jesus, is that selfish?
Right.
And so people start going crazy with that kind of that line of thought. And so what I like about that statement and rehearing that statement is just that idea of God is meeting you where you are. And so as you think about God and how he's a part of your life, the most important things in your life are going to be what you hand him. And so I like that idea. I like that idea because that's true for anybody, even like looking at that prayer of like, you could say, so you could say, well, that's a very wrong view of God, who God is. True, but I don't know how to have a correct view of a omniscient, omnipresent, forever perfect holy being. I can't hold all of that in my head. There's concepts of God that I can't even wrap my full understanding around, as in the Trinity or any of that stuff. And so as I think about God, that idea that he's represented in my head as the things I most value.
Yeah.
I appreciate that because whether you want to pursue that train of thought into valuing those things more and appreciating those things as a gift from him, or you want to go the opposite direction and say, yeah, but God is also this, this, and this. It's both ways draw you closer to the God of heaven. in the one that is perfect and set apart. So, yeah. Well, dang it! Now you're gonna make me read Tozer. I just read Tozer. Our church just read Tozer.
The Pursuit of God. He has several. So
yeah, I don't remember which book it was because it was a couple books ago. But because our church is always reading a book.
We tend by a secret law of the soul to move toward our mental image of God.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like Tozer and I would have been either best buds or we would have hated each other because we think exactly the same. I think that's what I really like about him. I mean, he speaks different because it was how many years ago? 80 years ago?
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that because I just realized that American Gladiators was almost 40 years ago.
I mean, he wrote in the 60s, right?
Yeah, this one was, so Tozer passed away. I don't remember how I knew this, but, oh yeah, so he lived till 1963. So 1897 to 1963. This one he wrote in 1961. So 2 years before he passed. So 61, so yeah, is that 80 years ago? 20...
40... 60 years.
60 years ago.
60 years ago.
Yeah.
Huh. So, I mean, he uses slightly I mean, obviously he uses different language that you have to really maybe focus in on, but yeah, I think that idea of, and okay, I'll maybe that's why you and I love being in the middle as far as a lot of the theologies that we have, or especially politically.
Yeah.
I mean, if you start getting out of theology, if you start going political, or just a lot of the social views that we have, I think both of us would land very much in the middle of,
sure,
okay, I don't want your bullet point. What I'd like to have is a conversation about this very complex issue, not just a bullet point. And I think that's what Tozer is doing with your life with God. I think some people can just be like, okay, trying to be a better person. I'm going to try and be a better person today.
Yeah.
And I feel like I need a little bit more of a why to influence my actions, because that whole being a better person isn't good enough. And so as I think about who God is and what He cares about, that expands my mind to, okay, I mean, it'll make me a better person, but that's not my focus. My focus is more, okay, well, God really loves this person that I'm talking to, even though I would love to stop talking to this person and go do something else and feel productive. You know, like, I think...
Yeah. I think that, I think what I struggle with for me when I think about this is I don't know what I think. Like, so I don't think it's as easy to, and I don't think Tozer thinks it's easy either. I don't think to a minute do I think that Tozer would have boiled it down to something like, oh, let me give you my concept of God. If you ask me that question, here you go. Let me here's my, clear understanding of who God is. Because I do think it changed. I don't think God changes. I don't think you were saying that. I think that the way that I understand him does change from moment to moment. And there are times where I look back and go, oh, I understand more. But then there are also times that I look back and go, I thought I understood more. And now I feel like I don't understand what I thought I understood.
Right. Yeah.
And I'll just use just something that's super easy to talk about, like, miraculous healings. How come some people get healed? How come some people don't? How come if Jesus when Jesus is walking on the earth, was there anything that kept him from just snapping his fingers and every person being healed? It didn't seem to be burdensome, there didn't seem to be a limit other than to just his choosing. But he didn't heal everybody. People still died. People, I'm sure people were abused and wronged and murdered and all those things that we think about, like when you have a God who is good and also powerful, like how does that fit into what all happens? But there's a cycle that goes for me of, because I grew up very non-charismatic. I'm more charismatic positive than I've ever been in my life, but I'm still pretty non-charismatic. It's the tundra's a little bit wetter than the desert, but not really. Degrees. So, but there becomes. I was just thinking about this today, Jesus, when faced with the question, so Jesus walks up to this guy, and the disciples are like, Jesus, hey, this guy, he was born blind. Who sinned? Was it his parents who sinned, or was it the guy who sinned? And Jesus doesn't ever answer that question. He never goes, well, that's easy, let me tell you. It was, instead he said, no, the reason is so that the glory of God can be revealed. And what I don't think he was saying, and again, these are not well thought out theological proofs, but just what I was thinking, I was like, what I think he was saying is where there is darkness and sin and brokenness, that's where God's glory does get the light to be shown and revealed. And so it doesn't really matter who sinned, whether it was his parents or this man, or if there was even a sin that really, as they believed, that somehow caused this thing. He says it doesn't matter, because where there's darkness, that's when God's glory and his goodness is written, his light shines. Yeah. And so sometimes I think he would say, go and sin no more, as in hey, there's consequences for the choices we make, stop making bad choices. But also, in the book of Job, there is no good answer for why these things happen. And even though this man that the disciples were tell us, right. This guy was born blind. Was it just imagine the debate over whether you could sin enough as a baby that God would be like, hey, sorry, you lost your eyesight. You're gone. Your sin has made you blind. Or how bad you would have to, as parents, which we've established I am not one, but as a parent, to be hey, remember that sin you committed? Yeah, your child now suffers from that because of the sin you did. And so God is just theology. But that was real theology. That was how they talked about these things. And to be then Jesus go, I'm not getting into those debates because they're not helpful. They're not, doesn't really matter. That's not really what this is about. But let me tell you this, it's for because God's going to reveal his glory, and then he heals him, which is great. But then, there are other people that were around that time who just didn't get healed. And so then there's a part of me that even goes into maybe you just don't have enough faith. People would get healed It's like, do you really believe? Do you really believe that God could just heal?
Sure. Yeah.
And like, I mean, my answer is yes. Like, I believe that more than many people that grew up the way I did.
Mm-hmm.
That God, I mean, secessionists for sure don't believe.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Who are a bunch of the people I grew up with.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, we both have wives that have health problems.
Mm-hmm.
We both have prayed for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm going to assume in your case, I think it's a pretty strong assumption.
Yeah.
That and you see someone that's suffering and you're like, all right, God, medicine's not helping this.
Right.
I don't have anything to help this. I need you. Would you heal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, well, is it your lack of faith?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is it you haven't learned the right prayers? Like,
mm-hmm.
That one is specific. I don't actually ever think about that one because I know there's not some secret language and quick like sequence that I can say, but
right.
But I do think about like there's this exchange even with
or the worst one is like for me the worst one because I'm used to my self-doubt.
Yeah.
I'm used to going, well, I guess I just don't have enough faith.
Right.
The worst one is when I start going, well, maybe she doesn't have enough faith.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe she's not believing. Like,
right.
That's when my head starts going, all right.
Enough of that.
Yeah, start taking these thoughts captive because what are you doing now? Like now you're doubting somebody else's faith.
Right.
So, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Like it's just a struggle of like, to be honest, like, well, I'll say this, and I'm sure you would put yourself in the same bucket. I'm sure I am blessed beyond what I deserve. Mm-hmm. I have more blessings. I have more things to be thankful for. Mm-hmm. I have no reason to complain. I have no right to complain. Yeah. I live in wealth, like, and I'm not that wealthy, like, right. But I live like compared to 99% or whatever it is, like 92% of the world. Sure. I am super wealthy compared to the rest of the world. Yeah. And we have 2 cars, we have running water, all those things that were just like, well, those are just basic things. And it's like, yeah, that makes you, so blessed and so right. wealthy. Yeah. And so, like, just that. But even beyond that, like, we have a great church that we get to be a part of, and we have great friends, and we have all these blessings. And so, like, so that's when but then I'm like, like, I get all that. Thankful for all those blessings. Love it. Great. Thanks. Mm-hmm. But this thing, like this medical challenge, this things I can't fix, the things that, I think that not to put words in the Callie's mouth, but, or Embers at that might, but just I don't think they would have been like, hey, yeah, I can't wait till I hit 40 and all of a sudden my body no longer works. Right, yeah. like
everything starts doing weird things. Right.
And suddenly I can't do all the things I wanted to do, and suddenly, and it's like, are we still blessed? Yeah. Are we still way more blessed than more than we deserve, right? But you're like, God, I know you can heal. And that's when I get into this. My pastor was preaching this Sunday, and he was talking about something. He was talking about like the idea of, God's writing your story, and he's like, don't grab the pen, don't try to write your own story on top of that. But I think what I struggle with is like I have to leave enough room for like that the terrible things that happen aren't just God going like, yep, you get terrible things. Again, not that we're going through like major terrible things, but there are things that are just rough, and it's like God's like, yeah, I need you to have that. I need you like purposely to have cancer. And I'm like, I don't know, like, he was like, well, that's not what you would write in with your pen if you had control of that. But then, like, what that tells me, or what I feel like that feeds off of is like, if you can grab the pen, like, that's really scary. But the other side's really scary too, which is like, you just don't have any, like, whatever's going to happen is just going to happen. It doesn't matter what you do. And so whatever, like, and you're like, well, I don't like that either.
Yeah, neither one of those options are good.
I don't like hey, I could totally derail God's things he's got going on, which I'm not saying that's what the pastor was saying, but like, that idea of like, if you're struggling with a pen, you're not actually you're not following him, which means like, okay, then I have then it's important that I choose what I do, is what I choose, what I think about matters, because what I think about is what I do, versus like then the other side of like, it doesn't matter what you think about, because you'll just do whatever God was going to make you do anyway. And so, and of course then there's a whole unjust thing of that, like, well, how can you then, punish for sin, because if you don't have a choice, all those arguments that live over there.
Really hard,
And then I'm like, but I really don't want. I really rather want the assurance of like, yeah, just make choices and it all fits and don't worry about it. And it's like, but I need to know.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I'm at a place in my life where he is teaching me about this thing called faith. And so there's times that you're like, nothing's going right. I know and you're holding both of those things in your hand of, I know I'm blessed. I know that my life is not as bad as the person next to me. And so I'm just going to hold this inside or wherever. And maybe God will work it out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you do that, and you just kind of shove that down in there, you start getting those doubts of like, maybe I'm just not a part of his plan. Maybe
I took the wrong turn.
Maybe I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Maybe I need a new something or other. Maybe there's sin that I don't even know about in my life. Like, maybe there's a thought pattern that I have to get rid of before God gets me back to feeling better. And I think all of that combined, I think he uses exactly where you are to try and deepen your faith, because all of the miracles that Jesus walks around and does point us to a deeper faith in Christ. And so even when he doesn't even answer that question, when he says, no, you're asking the wrong questions. He's born blind so I can do this. And now he's healed. And now his story lives on forever. And you just think about some of the desperation that some of the people were at coming to Jesus. You have people with sick kids or demon-possessed kids. You have, you have a lady that probably lost her entire life because she just wouldn't stop bleeding. And was just shunned forever because that's how that worked. You know, like,
yeah,
you have Lazarus in a grave where he spends time weeping with Mary when he knows what he's about to do. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, that's the triuneness of Christ, of like, does he know? Did he not know? Because sometimes he answers like he doesn't know for sure.
Oh,
man. And so,
yeah,
and just processing through that allows you to go, okay, so what is this faith thing then?
Right.
And so I think in this last few months, God has been showing me, you know all the right answers. You can explain, I mean, not all of, like, I haven't arrived. That's not what I mean. But you know, at some point, you get confident enough in the gospel that you can explain it to people and you can clarify it, and you kind of know where to go for answers. If somebody asks a question, you know, kind of, okay, that sounds like the book of Job, or that sounds like we got to read some Proverbs, or that sounds like we got to go here or there. You know, like, you, at a point in your life in walking with Jesus, you just get to know what he said already. And then, but then you don't, then there's moments that you don't get the feels, and you go, well, where'd the feelings go?
Yeah.
Because I trust you, but I don't. But why? Why do I trust you? Because I don't feel like you're taking care of me. I don't feel like I'm doing anything of worth. I don't feel like you're hearing me. I don't feel like. And so despite that, can I still say that God is good, and I trust that he has good things in store?
Yeah.
And so I think that's, yeah. And so what I like about Tozer's question of that whole idea of, okay, what you think about God is how you start knowing God. If I'm going to claim that my feelings are the most important, it's going to get me to a very different God than a God of, okay, I'll leave it. I'll go. It'll get me to a God that's way more circumstantial than unconditional.
Yeah.
So can I have faith in an unconditional God where there's moments that I just, oh man, God, you're not listening to me, or we did everything right, or why is this not happening for us? Like, this should be happening for us.
Yeah, I think I've just what's been brought to my mind was another thought I was having earlier today, I think, or while I was driving. I don't know. I think about things when I drive, so my way to work usually is like AEW Tozer, just on overdrive. But here lately, but you know, we are very. I question when bad things. I'm often found questioning, like, why it is, like, if something that I don't feel like is good, or if I don't see as good, or if I don't perceive as good, I often question, like, why would this thing happen to me? But rarely do I look at something that I perceive as good that I don't want to step into and be like, yeah, this is good. Like, this good thing. This is what God intended. But then I think about, like, it's kind of both sides of the coin. Like, we should question, like we should try to be discerning about both of those things. And yet, in our culture, I think we don't ever really talk about, like, not everything that's good is good for you. And I think back, and I hate to go back just to David, but I'm going to go back to David because apparently that's going to be my year of, we're going to talk about David all year long. So welcome to my year of David. Here's my TED Talk, my Dave Talk. But I think about, like, we talked about this before, so again, repetition, so I'll help you guys learn things.
There you go, catching up.
David in the cave, Saul dead to rights. Like, there has to be a part of David, or the people around him who are like, God has just delivered your enemy into your hands. All you got to do is take advantage of the advantage God has given you. Stab him in the heart. He's dead. Everybody else is just going to go, yeah, that's what happens. Kings die. David's the king. You step into your kingdom. You become the king that God told you were going to be. He's like, and it's like, how is this not good? How is this not exactly what you should do? And David was like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not stepping into the kingdom that way.
Yeah.
I think about, like, Jesus is the same way. It's a little bit easier to see, like, the people decide to try to grab him and make him king, and he's like, I'm out. Like, nope, not doing that, and I think it's because for me, I'm just gonna place things in my way because I don't want to throw it on anybody else. But I think it is a way Christianity kind of thinks about things these days, too. But, like, it's because, like, we take verses like, oh, every good and perfect gift comes from the Father. So if anything is perceived as good by my eyes and my understanding, then it's like, oh, that's good from the Father. Like, where it seems like there might actually be a better way of looking at things is to be, like, more discerning and be like, this looks good, but is it good? I mean, I go back to what Rob Bell talks about when he does the Numa videos, and one of them he does is about seashells, and he talks about the idea, like, his family's on the beach and they're looking for sand dollars, which are really rare and they're really cool to find, and his son is going along picking up all these everyday seashells, which are pretty, and they're good. There's nothing wrong with picking up seashells, but they come across this, full sand dollar, which is an amazing thing to find. That doesn't happen very often. And he's like, go grab it. And his son is like, I can't, because my hands are full of these seashells. And so he's like, yeah, the good has actually replaced the best. And he talks about how Jesus definitely has a point in his ministry where he's like, I've turned, I'm focused, I'm headed to the cross. And nothing, even good things, will pull me away from that. And I think that we're growing. I'm growing. I continue to grow. And I think one of the things that I'm going to contemplate and think about how to grow into is, like, how do you discern when something is good, but not from God, not for you at this time, and something that's good from, like, because right now it's just like, good, all right, I'm stepping in. Like, if it's good, it's from God, and I want to just embrace all the good things that He's giving me. Yeah. And yet, like, things that look good could be like the thing with, like, if I find myself and I've got this guy who's been chasing me through the wilderness, trying to kill me for no reason, throwing spears at me after I played him some nice music, like, and now I got him dead to rights, and I can, like, like David had every right in that system, and that, even today, like, oh, that's self-defense, right. Like, yeah. He's shooting at me, I shot him. Yeah. That is something that flies today in our country, so David had this, like, he would not have been seen as wrong to have killed his enemy, and yet he refused because it's not what God had, how God, and then I think that's why it's so easy for him when his son rebels to be like, I guess I'm not king anymore. I'm gonna go live in exile. Like,
right.
Like, I think that's one of the things I don't think about very much. Like, I just think through, hey, it'd be really comfortable and easy and nice if I had these things. And when those comfortable, easy, nice things come, I go, yes, this is exactly what I needed. And sometimes it is. Like, that's the hard part, right? Cause, like,
and that's the complex part of David even is no, he never treated the throne, his kingship, as something to be
most of the time
grabbed and held on to and at all costs. However,
he doesn't hold himself back.
He's also a super strong warrior.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
When he gets into battle, he knows what he's doing.
Right.
And so there's an aspect of, like, he can turn it on.
Right.
And you know he can turn it on because he has, the men around him wouldn't respect him if he couldn't.
Sure.
I mean, from the descriptions of what we get in the Old Testament about who he surrounds himself with, even when he's running from Saul, those guys are warriors they're warriors, and so they're looking for. So there's that balance of, like, why did David not pursue that throne like that?
Right.
And yet he could go into a village and wipe them out without a problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I'd even throw in there, like, he doesn't seem to think that, like, him being king makes him deserving of more, except for, like, in the case of Bathsheba. Like, like, he doesn't hold himself back from that. And, and then, like, in his, obviously this is his biggest fall moment. There's some other places where, like, he does a census, and apparently that's not what he should have done. Not so sure how that works, but there, he doesn't hold himself, and so there are those times when he doesn't. He holds that up into such a high regard, but then sometimes he doesn't. And so there is that as well. The perks of being human, but I mean, it's the difficult thing, right? Like, you want to make things happen as a guy. All right, I'll do it. I'll take charge. I'll step into this. I'll make it happen. Like David could, like you said, like he kills Goliath. Like that. I mean, obviously, there's some supernatural help there with a rock and with courage and all those things. There's something going on there, obviously. But he also was good enough as a fighter to be like, I think I can win. Like, so he has that, and he has no fear going into battle, right? He's got David and the mighty men, and the mighty men follow him because he probably can beat all of them. He didn't fight them all, so it's hard to say whether he would win in a battle against all of them. But most of them would follow him because they're like, that's one bad dude, and so. But yet then there were some times when he could have, because the moment Saul started to turn the kingdom against him, like the moment Saul lost the throne, God was like, you're not the king anymore. Like, your family's not going to be on the throne. David had every right in human eyes to be like, yeah, do your rebellion, fight your people,
right,
get your crown.
Yeah.
And yet he doesn't. And like, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Like, I think that's like, it's kind of almost neutral, because there's a lot of tragedy that comes because David is not king. Jonathan dies because David is not king.
Yeah.
Even though Jonathan has already made it very plain, David, if you're king, I'm your right-hand man. Don't have to worry about me. I'm not going to try to be king. I'm really happy with you just being king.
Yeah.
And yet he tragically ends up in Saul's folly, dying on the hill in battle.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it would have been totally different if Saul had said, "All right, I'm out. I'm not the king."
Yeah.
But I mean, that's conjecture and all that kind of stuff.
And that's what I'm saying, and that's why I think God is continually after your heart in more, and He's trying to deepen your faith, because if you think through all of that stuff and maybe what David was thinking about, and I mean, David gives us a bunch of psalms, and I mean, so he's obviously a thinker and a poet and whatever, and so he's one of those character of characters kind of in the Bible, and so but and you think about what him being called a man after God's own heart, and yet God himself says, you're not building the temple because you have too much blood on your hands.
Right. Yeah.
And so towards the end of his life, he's forced to think through, man, this thing that I really want to do, this thing that I mean, him dancing in the ark when the ark is coming back, I mean, it just shows how much David wanted God close to him.
And he wanted to give glory to God.
And so, and so he wanted to return that to...
Desperately wanted to God
by building this temple.
Right. And not for his sake, not for his name's sake, but for God's name's sake.
In zero selfishness, which is the man after God's heart.
Right.
Part.
Yeah.
But God's saying, you're too much of a warrior, sir.
Yeah.
I don't want your hands building my temple.
Yeah.
It forces David into that, like, what was my warriorness worth?
Yeah.
And I'd like to say that that's kind of what I'm working through similarly. I mean, not warriorness or whatever, but just that whole idea of, like, God uses all of your whole life, the whole of who you are, to increase your faith. And so the decisions you've made, the career choices you've made, the relationship choices that you've made, all of those things start coming together. People telling you, your kids are so good, you did everything right, and you know all of the mistakes you did. So you feel like a poser and all of that. Like, yeah, it's just that all of that stuff coming together and you gotta take it and somehow that becomes faith in God. Or it becomes this weird false confidence. I mean, there's two options there, I guess, of you get to know I don't know, maybe that's where the Beatitudes start coming in, that whole being poor in spirit and that whole meekness thing, that whole idea of meekness is probably one of my favorite words in the Bible, because it's that whole idea of being able to be in control while being able to release control, being able to have the power to be in control but at the same time, being willing to hand that over. I mean, that's a hard one. That's a hard one to live out, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just sermonized right there, so I don't really know how to wrap that up. The application point is read 2 Samuel.
Read some Tozer. Go out and find some
Oh,
Tozer.
yeah, Tozer.
Go read some Tozer.
Read some Tozer.
Listen. So I get the experience, or I get the opportunity to teach youth next to Wednesday nights, and right now we're going through the Holy Spirit, which is just laughable for me because I'm probably the least qualified to teach on the Holy Spirit. That's one of the weakest things that I talk about. And one of the things that I was reminded as I was listening to Tozer, so many things I forget. I'm just so old. Just have learned so many things that I've forgotten so many things. And it's like, this is the idea of like, how do you explain the Trinity to a person who doesn't know anything, to a sixth grader, that has no basis of like understanding, like, and Tozer starts talking about how, well, the Son is not created, but he is begotten. What? and the Spirit is not created, but it does flow from either the Father or the Father and the Son. But they are all equal and one substance. But there is differences.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, because God's only begotten Son. He's not created, and then the Spirit flows out, and like, what is that? And then I'm like, sitting here going, what do you guys think about God? Because that's the most important thing about you. Stupid middle schoolers. It's not about you. I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to go. I don't.
Yeah. Sounds like you got a good junior high teaching plan laid out for yourself. That's going to go real well for you.
Really well. Yeah.
They're not going to lose interest at all. What did he just ask us? I don't know. TikTok. Yes.
TikTok. Yeah. 6, 7. So, which is not junior high anymore. That's now elementary. So you gotta, you know.
Well, that's dying fast.
Yeah, but it's still in the elementary though. Yeah. Callie still deals with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, junior high kids are like, bah. High school kids for sure are like, blah.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that died real fast.
Yeah. So.
It's because adults figured it out. Not all adults.
Yeah.
Those of you that still don't know, or are still trying to figure out what it means, you haven't figured it out yet.
I did have a senior citizen moment with not TikTok, but with Reels. Somebody was like, yeah, so my child texted me this acronym. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't want anybody to go look it up.
Okay.
But, like, so the dad was like, you text me that? And so he hid clues to the lock code for a phone to, like, try to figure out what the new lock code was, and, like, all around the house. And she locked herself out for, like, 20 hours because she couldn't get the right code. And he's like, you're going to ever text that to me again? No. And so I was like, well, what is that? And, yeah, it's not something you should text your dad. Not something you should really text anybody. But sure. It was very disrespectful. So I'll tell you later if you want to know. But okay. I'm not gonna.
We're not promoting.
We're not putting it on the podcast. So we're not edgy like that. We're not edgy at all.
Yeah. Well, that stuff is too hard for me to keep up with.
But I did have to feel old because I was like, I don't even know what that means. So I had to Google it, and I was like, Oh, girl, no, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not
That's a
something
bad
you want to
choice.
do. Would you rather have a toad in a hole or... No, that's not a real one. I was looking up...
I got ridiculed all weekend for not eating breakfast.
Oh. By...
Ember's cousin.
Oh.
Because Ember was like, yeah, Jim just typically has coffee in the morning and then he goes to work and whatever. And I guess Mike really likes breakfast, so he always has a breakfast.
I mean, I really like breakfast foods.
And I mean, he also really likes breakfast foods, but
I don't limit them to eat them just at breakfast.
yeah, I mean, he said that multiple times, and I would agree with him multiple times, but he still
It's like, but how dare you
still just have a cup of coffee in the morning? Yeah, if it's just me, I don't care. Like, if I want an egg, I guess I'll make an egg, but I really want an egg. I want to get up and have my cup of coffee.
How dare you, sir?
And then go to work. That's how I start my day.
Your invalidation of not eating breakfast is very much invalidating my desire to eat breakfast. So I'm going to need you to eat breakfast.
Yeah, so I got ridiculed, yeah.
Okay.
Even though I really do like breakfasts.
Time for old guy talk.
Old guy talk.
Did you watch American Gladiators when it was on TV?
Absolutely. That whole tennis ball cannon running.
I know, right?
One of the best TV moments ever.
The greatest thing ever. So, Callie and I found...
I think... Okay, before you get to keep going.
All right.
I think I really liked it as a kid because we all wanted to be shooting those tennis balls. We wanted both. We wanted to both be shooting those tennis balls
and dodging the Gatling ball of tennis.
It would just be such a fun deal.
That.
And now I really want to make it a summer camp project. We're gonna bring it back. I don't have staff. I don't care. We're gonna try it.
It's so much fun. Cal and I watched one episode from 1989, the very first ever American Gladiator episode, and it was so scaled down, like so low production. And then we watched one from the third season, the last season, where they had a whole arena built, and like it wasn't just like you could tell the first season was like, well, we don't know if this thing's going to take off or not, so we're gonna, and it was one of the guy's jobs. I don't know what he did for real, but it was like occupation. It literally said computer operator.
That's awesome.
Computer operator. I don't know. He does something with a computer over there. I don't know what that is.
That's awesome. What does he do? He operates computers.
But the first, what was crazy, is that the first two guy contestants they had that they put out. Again, how they edited and all that kind of stuff, who knows? But it was two guys. One was a former football player. He was a fullback in the NFL for a couple of years. And the other guy was a professional hockey player who didn't make it in the hockey. And those were the guys that were like competing against the gladiators. And they did that one where you have like the cylinders, like you have to put the ball in. And there's like 5 of them. It's like open trash can kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And they did that one, and the football guy lowered his shoulder and ran over one of the gladiators, and the gladiator checked out for like 30 seconds. He was like, I'm gonna need a minute. But both of those guys were like 6'4", 6'5", 250, 60 pounds. Mm-hmm. That hurts. They're bigger than the gladiators, and so then season 3 you get it's like these scrawny guys, and you're like, I see what's happened here. We're disqualifying
a little bit of
professional athletes. But there's one. Some of their stuff is just like it's like a fever dream of like what if. Human slingshot.
That's true.
Okay, human slingshot.
Human slingshot. I do remember that.
or swing shot. Anyway, the gladiator stands on a pedestal in the middle with a pad, and the contestant has like a swing rope that they launch themselves off a platform, put their feet out, and try to literally kick the gladiator off the pedestal.
Yeah, I do remember that one.
Just
I do remember that one.
So on that one, the men won because 250 pounds of force coming at you, and you're just barely on no way to brace yourself on a pedestal.
Yeah.
But one of the girl competitors was only about 120 pounds. She did not win.
No. She would have bounced off.
He was easy to
deny.
I
I remember watching some that they were like pulling people off of ropes or something. Like
oh yeah, that one they started doing that. They also had the rings where they were swinging from rings, and if they caught them, they grabbed them and pulled them off, and they had a hand bike, so they did the hand bike thing.
Yeah. Do you see where American Ninja Warrior started, everybody? You see that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
90s of the best generation.
Yep.
Just saying.
But the ultimate, there also was the metal hamster balls. Do you remember those where they were standing they're running with the balls and like they're metal, and you can hear them smash against each other?
Yes, I do remember that. They had to knock things over and like push this thing down with the ball, like being in the ball.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, that was fun.
But assault is definitely, you have 5 weapons to shoot at a target. At the same time, there's a gladiator with a Gatling gun tennis ball thing shooting down, trying to hit you with a tennis ball. Mm-hmm. And the best part about season 1 to season 3, episode 1, so they could have changed along the way. Season 1, they got nothing on, just their little leotard thing. Mm-hmm. By season 3, they're wearing catcher's protection on their chest because the tennis balls are flying 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And they're like, maybe
we should give them a little bit of protection. Yes. We're going back to junior high. I don't even know if that was even junior high. You're going back to childhood memories.
Like 91, 92. So, yeah. Junior high.
11,
almost junior high.
Yeah.
I had it as an NES game for sure. Or at least I rented it on the Nintendo.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember thinking
the jousting, where they had the big sticks with the.
I want to get some of those for the challenge course. I think those would be fun on the ropes course.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I like it.
It's just for certain groups, but
yeah. So it's a fever dream.
I always thought that whole like shooting stuff at the tennis ball Gatling gun thing. Mm-hmm. I always thought they get the weakest stupid weapons.
Yeah.
Like.
Right.
There's this tennis ball Gatling gun shooting at them, and like they're
100 miles an hour. You're hearing this.
Yeah, and they're shooting this little like Nerf crossbow thing. And you're like,
the last one is literally like it's got a pump thing, and you're holding it, and you have to shove the end to try to get enough force.
It's just one of those water guns. Yeah, with the ball and the pressure thing. Yeah. I do remember that, and they had to hit that target thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first, so season 1, the first weapon is the rocket launch. So it's the one that had like the little plastic square that you set behind, and it actually shot the furthest. And so they turned that one down and made it to like the third one in season 3, and so it wasn't as probably dangerous. Probably wasn't as dangerous flying the whole length of the arena, because the gladiator is just standing there. Their whole protection is sunglasses.
Yeah.
So
they're just
all those projectiles can just come and hit them. Mm-hmm. Of course, they are again shooting tennis balls 100 miles an hour, trying to hit people. So. But
What a great show! What a great show!
I know.
That's such awesome. That's so.
Amazon
cool.
Prime. Amazon Prime. You can watch.
You can watch it.
You can watch seasons 1 through 3. I didn't watch any season 2. Just the first episodes all I've seen. But then sorry for those of you at home. You'll just have to look this up. So you're gonna want to look up Malibu. He was one of the gladiators in season 1. And.
Yeah. Yep.
Describe that, Jim. What is
Fabio? That's good.
Yeah,
Fabio.
yeah. And that's when his hair was short. In season 1, his hair was longer and bigger, just all around him, like
Holy
just
cow.
like 1989's hair at the max.
Yeah. That's primal. I'd be willing to bet. Can't believe it's not butter commercials came on during Gladiator with Fabio because of that guy.
Yeah.
Do you remember those commercials? With Fabio sitting around like slathering.
Yeah, it's because it was like, I can't believe it's Fabio, and he's like, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah, and he's always like slap.
Yeah.
And his shirt open or whatever, and like laying out.
Yeah, I'm that's not just a fever dream. That's the commercials we watched.
Yeah, those were the commercials.
Yeah,
it was so weird.
By season 3, episodes were sponsored by stuff. So it was like, Assault brought to you by the Super Nintendo system. Get your Super Nintendo. Like it was like the cage roll thing was like brought to you by M&M's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, brought to you by. Man.
Yeah.
So nowadays, right, we're watching Netflix or whatever, and commercials come on, and just the other day, it was hilarious. My wife went, "Ugh, what's with all these commercials?" I was like, "What is different? We're just watching Netflix versus TV.
Yeah.
Like there's the only difference is we're paying for this,
right?
Like
yeah. I mean, back in the day, people who paid for cable TV still had commercials on their channels.
Yeah,
and
like there's. I mean, all that whole like, oh, we're paying for this, there shouldn't be any commercials. Yeah, that's how they started.
Right.
But now.
But see, they like money.
It's taking over.
They really like money.
So, yeah, you're gonna get commercials. It's like gas prices; they're just gonna keep going up. They're never going down.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that whole. There's a couple things we haven't seen in American Gladiators yet that I remember in my head that now I'm kind of like, are they real, or did I just
make them up?
But the thing that you talked about, I remember. I think it was a climbing wall. I don't know if maybe it was a cargo net, but there was a competition where you start climbing, and then after 10 seconds. The gladiator starts climbing, and you got to get to the top of the climbing wall, while some hulking dude is like huffing up the wall to try to pull you off the wall.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I thought that's what happened on the Eliminator, which is the last thing that they do, and maybe it's going to happen later in the season. But it always starts with the reverse treadmill that you got to run uphill.
Oh yeah.
And so they didn't have gladiators chase them on these eliminators, but I swear I remember they would do like
I do remember that whole chasing them up the wall thing.
You got so long to go, and then a gladiator starts coming after you. Mm-hmm. So if you're taking too long on a certain element, he's gonna take you out. So or she.
Maybe it started as they had to go up a cargo net. And then it graduated to a wall or something? I don't know.
Yeah. I just remember that scene. I didn't like the.
But I remember them being competitive on both of those things.
Yeah. We saw the rings thing going. We did not. What? And I don't know how they filmed it. So what I found interesting was that, I guess in the essence of fairness, each competitor competed against the same gladiator, But if you had the way they made it seem, again, this is obviously Hollywood, and so it doesn't have to be this way, but it made it seem like the gladiator had just hung on rings to chase the other person down. So the second person has a very distinct advantage because the gladiator wore themselves out chasing the other person. I'm sure they probably let them have a rest in between. It wasn't just instant, but seems like going second might be a little advantageous.
To your advantage. Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, the funniest thing. All right. There's so many funny things. Season 1. It's so good. It's so good. Season 1. So by the time they get to season 3, there's actual referees and zebra shirts. So that
I do remember those guys.
In season 1, it's a guy dressed like the executioner from medieval times.
That's funny.
He's got a huge black robe on. He's got a mask on, and he has to choose whether the gladiator cheated or not because they were doing the jousting and you can't use your hands, and the gladiator definitely was like, get out of here with his big paw. And so the executioner guy is just standing next to the gladiator with his thumb over his head, and he's like, thumbs down, you lost. I was like, what is going on? What kind of mix over? What is this? By season 3, the hangman is replaced by an actual referee.
Just a referee. They toned down the Well, they were diving into the gladiator part of it. They wanted to see which one.
And in the Eliminator on season 3, that you climb over this wall, and the gladiators have these huge medicine balls that they're supposed to use to keep you back, but they also were using their bodies, and the announcer's like, come on, gladiators, don't use your bodies. He's making this announcer, they probably can't hear him, he's like, come on, gladiators, that's not right. The gladiators scared. What?
You're going to tell somebody, don't let them cross the line.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Come on, gladiators.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched.
It's a good show.
Very dear childhood memory.
There you go. Good to bring him back. Good to bring him back.
Yeah. And I'm gonna watch it some more.
Yeah, you should.
Season 1 was so. What I didn't remember, and I guess. Because, at that time, who knows if they even showed them in, order. But they start with, contestants that are then going to go. So, if you win your show, you get to compete, in another one.
Oh, sure.
Amongst all the winners.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that really being a thing, so I probably, who knows if I even really watched it, had enough. I don't remember when it came on or
I don't think I cared about any of the.
But when I could watch it, I was like, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
But I don't ever remember it being a thing where you're like, hey, yeah, we need to follow that guy. He's gonna come back. We gotta cheer him on. But it is apparently there's gonna be a winner at the end of the season of the guy that then has the option at the first season 1, episode 1. They're like, and if you win, you can choose to join the gladiators. Which I don't think ever happened, but I could be wrong.
You and all the producers of the show, you can choose to join the gladiators.
You can be the gladiators. They also did the scoring different. You can tell that they go that scoring is way too complicated. So in season 1, you were awarded for each event somewhere around 100 points. And in season 3, they didn't even reach 100 points. So in season 1, the end of the scoring was 500 to 400. Season 3, it was 40 to 50. Because they're that's
all right. Enough with
that is way too. You can just get so far ahead because if you do everything, you get 100 points on all the events, and the other guy doesn't get 20.
Yeah.
It's just so much harder to make up. It makes it uncompetitive because it's so far away. So. Yeah, it was in the first Eliminator too. They had the, and I think the gladiators were super happy about this, but they had the three choices of walls that you could run through, and you ran through the wall, and there might be a gladiator on the other side.
I remember that too.
With like a pad.
Yeah.
And the one that we watched, there wasn't a whole lot of collisions like that. So like even the announcer was like, "I think the gladiators are A-okay with that." What could go wrong with a guy punching through a cardboard wall, smashing into another person on the other side blindly with one tad in between the two of you?
Yeah. What
could possibly go wrong? Hey, stand on this pedestal and take 255 pounds of force kicked. Donkey kicked into your chest. And don't move.
Yeah. Just be ready for something to come through that wall. At what point? Who knows? Who's to know? Just stand there and be ready. Will you give me a thumbs up? No. You'll just know or you won't. One of the two. Good old Gladiator. That was a good show.
It was. This is the picture on Facebook that somebody put like you wanted to do this of the slingshot.
Oh yeah.
Just full extended legs, kicking somebody off a pedestal.
Yep. Good old 80s.
And then there's the modified rocket one from Assault.
I do remember that.
So.
The little air thing. Yep. I remember that for sure.
I love that one. That event, 100%. Like the tennis ball highlight of every Gladiator show. I'm in full support of you bringing that back as a camp activity.
We got to figure out how to make that a camp activity.
Hey, you got a paintball field.
It's true.
You've got pressurized. You got pressurized air.
Pressurized air. It's true. I really wanted to find a different kind of trigger mechanism so I could make a big old cannon. That'd be sweet.
I bet you can find the plans for a tennis ball Gatling gun online.
That's true. I bet I could.
I mean, iconic, like that, the U shape with the balls up, loaded in, coming down to be absolutely. Shot out.
Yeah. Be awesome. Yeah. I got tons of tennis balls. I could do it.
Hey kid, go stand out there in the middle of the field. Why? Don't worry about it.
Just be ready to run.
Tell me if this hurts.
Yeah. What a great show. That was a good show.
Oh. Yeah. So.
Well, see, that's from the same generation that shot each other with BB guns.
True.
For fun.
Yeah.
Like, we'd just be like, let's go shoot each other with BB guns for fun.
Yeah.
No masks. Yeah. There was no...
No.
I mean...
So...
You might get the occasional kid with, like, a set of safety glasses or something, but it wasn't a thought that we had of, like, hey, let's grab safety junk. It was, let's just shoot each other with BB guns.
So... my brother and I got in so much trouble. We had pellet guns, like the Daisy pellet guns, and we didn't even have ammo in them. We were just pretending like we were shooting each other. And my dad was like, absolutely not. Like, not even to play. We're like, but they're not even, there's no, like we were not. I know that's going to shock you that me, the more safe, non-risk person, didn't actually shoot each other with BBs.
Yeah, that's not a surprise at all.
Or pellets.
Well, yeah, but my dad could never see that happening. As soon as, my dad was a hunter safety guy.
Yeah,
so
right, same.
No guns pointed at people ever.
Right. I mean, for that reason, more than anything, my dad was a gun, was a hunter and knew that gun safety.
BB guns are a lot easier to sneak out of the house than, like, actual guns.
Yeah.
So...
Well... We didn't have as much land, so maybe we were just dumb, but we just did the front yard. So,
well, I lived in the city, man. The edge of the city, so we walked down a block or two into a cornfield, and then we'd play over there.
Yeah, we didn't really have we lived out of the city, but not where we could, like, it wasn't like just you can walk over there kind of thing. It was like, no, this is our land, you stay on that. And we had neighbors that you generally didn't go on their land.
Well, Texas, they'll actually shoot you.
Yeah, we probably had more guns than anybody else. Which, like, I think probably, like, I've lived several different kinds of lives. Like, Callie's never shot a gun at all.
Mm-hmm.
I've killed things with my guns, like, but I haven't shot one in 40 years. Like, or 30 years, because I left Texas, and that hunting was not part of like the things I wanted to pay for with a little bit of money that I had. Mm-hmm. So, but I do miss fresh deer meat all the time. Like, I wish.
Yeah.
I even had thought the other day of, like, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to kill a deer so I can have deer meat year round.
Yeah.
But we'd have to get a bigger freezer. We'd have to get a chest freezer down on the garage.
You have to get something to hold it in.
Yeah. So, but that was my life. Like we've supplemented a whole lot of our food with like eating deer and hunting dove and catching fish and stuff like that. Like he did that a lot, but I just didn't turn out to be that guy. As an adult, I could do all those things. I mean,
yeah.
But again, they would cost money that I don't want to spend, and so.
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit different. I grew up in doing those things, but it just didn't stick with me. Of like, well, that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
But I do miss having fresh deer meat. So if anybody wants to donate some fresh deer meat to me or frozen deer meat, I would take that as well.
Sure.
So, Illinois listeners,
look
me up. But
Jacob left, so I don't know if we have. We probably have venison in our fridge because my dad hunts all the time.
Yeah.
But
we
I don't know. I don't remember the last time I shot something.
Yeah.
Even hunting with Jacob, I just sit there and watch the deer walk by.
Yeah. As my dad got older, he was like, I just want to see him.
Mm-hmm.
Not worth shooting him. I don't want to have to mess with him because, he also cleaned his own deer, and for the most part, there were some times when he would take it to a processor, like if he just absolutely didn't have any time. But there were many weekends where, we bought the deer shoulder out of the freezer and put it on the table, and we're cutting the meat off of it so that we could grind it. And
sure.
And I tell that to Callie, and she's like, on the dinner table? Like, yeah. That's the only table we had.
That's where we processed ours, right on the deal. That's where Jacob and I did it. Yeah.
Right here in the kitchen? Yeah.
Yep.
That's the only place that we had. And Texas is worse because during hunting season, there's no guarantee that you can leave it like hanging outside because it may be 70 degrees. So you got to get that thing into a freezer or you got to get that processed. And so, at least in Illinois sometimes, in Wisconsin, it's cold enough during that. Not always, but usually it's cold enough you can
to let it sit.
Let it hang outside, if you hang it up right, so that the animals don't get it. But so
we had Sadie get a section of one, and we hung too low. Lost a little bit of meat that time.
Yeah. But our own deer jerky, so good. Having a dehydrator, making that. I mean, certainly.
It was a treat when Dad would bring a couple of pounds to. He as a kid, he'd bring it to. On occasion, he'd bring it to a butcher, and he'd have like deer jerky made from a butcher, and that was always a super treat.
Yeah. Sausage, we make our own ground.
Yeah, sausage.
Make our own sausage. So, I can do all those things. I just don't.
Yeah.
And it would be, I'd enjoy it again. Like, the idea of having venison again is very appealing to me. But not I have to get a FOID card. I'd have to
There's a lot of hoops you got to go
I'd have
through.
to probably go through hunter. I haven't gone through hunter safety since I was 15 in Texas, so I'd probably have to do that in Illinois. I don't even have a place.
I don't think you do. I think
No,
it's
maybe
just
not.
once.
Yeah,
I think as long as you could just say you've gone through it once.
maybe.
Because I did it in Wisconsin.
Okay.
And I've gotten my license here.
Okay. Had to get a shotgun.
Of course, I went through it with Jacob, but I didn't take any tests. Like, I was just dad.
Yeah.
That one.
Find
Anyway.
a place to hunt.
That's true.
All that stuff. I'm sure that there are people around me, church, whatever, that would be like, "Oh, I've got land. You can hunt there." But
Sure.
it's just,
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah.
Because people are paying for land.
Yeah.
People are paying crazy prices for hunting land right
That's
now.
true.
Especially around here.
I think it'd be stinking cold. It's not Texas, man. Texas, you can bait your deer.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
And I would go hunting with a rifle. I missed every time I shot, but I still shot.
Well, you can hunt with a rifle now in Illinois.
Okay.
It's not just shotgun.
All right. Yeah, I had a
I don't know.
30-06 that.
I don't know what the rules are because we're always busy during gun season, so I don't.
Yeah.
I've never looked into it, but
I don't have either in my possession, so I'm sure I could.
I think Jacob took my bow to Montana, so even if I wanted to go bow hunting, boy, would have to come back with it.
Hey, bring us back some meat. That's all we ask. In case Jacob's listening.
I think he brought back some elk. We
Okay.
had some elk sausage the other day. I grilled it.
Okay. Hey, hook some tanners up. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well,
When you come back so often.
here you go. Yeah, he's coming back for Hannah's graduation, so that's
Okay.
kind of nice. He will be back.
Nice. We're going to Colorado.
Yeah,
Callie and I will be married, so we are.
that's still 11 hours from where he is.
Yeah. Denver's still 11 hours.
Yeah. Well, Boulder was, so Denver is probably about the same.
Okay, we'll end up in Fort Collins for a little bit, so
Oh, so that's like an hour closer.
yeah, so 10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, so May 13th. So, not this Wednesday. Not next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Oh no, this Wednesday would be not even.
Yeah, this will be April 3rd. It will be April 29th.
Yeah.
Because your wife's birthday is tomorrow, so don't forget that.
Yeah.
28th.
Mhm.
29th, so next Wednesday is not, but the next Wednesday is Callie and I's 20th wedding anniversary. So
Oh, 20 years.
20 years. So we're going to Colorado as a big. We don't generally do big stuff for our wedding anniversaries. We usually just go to a minor league baseball game, but we are going to go watch the Colorado Rockies play in Denver, Colorado, and then we're going to go visit some friends in Fort Collins for a couple of days, and then we're going to make it back. We're going to stop in Kansas City and watch the Kansas City Royals play in Kansas City. So that'll be our big 20-year C2 professional baseball teams. Go to 2 stadiums we've never gone to, and then come back to
There you
Peoria.
go. That's cool. That's cool.
That'll
And you're
happen.
driving that whole time.
Driving that whole time. That'll happen the first weekend of June. So June 6th and on, we're going to be in Colorado. So
That's awesome.
that's what's upcoming for us to celebrate our year 20. Man,
20 years.
Yeah. Where you guys at? 22?
25.
25?
What year is it? Yeah, we're at 25.
That's like
We didn't do anything big. I don't
Yeah.
think. Crap, I don't remember.
2019? No, 2021. Would have been 5 years ago.
Oh, for 2020? I was trying to remember just our last for 25. If we did anything big, I don't think we did.
Well, I was gonna say 2020 and 2021 would have been year 20, which nobody was doing anything big then. So.
Yeah. I think the idea. I think my in-laws might have wanted to go on vacation with us, but it didn't work out for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened. I'm sure we did something, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Probably went to bed and breakfast. That place. That used to be open.
No.
No?
Maybe we did.
I don't know.
That could have been it. I don't remember. I'm glad my wife doesn't listen to this because I really do not remember. Those kinds of things, they all blend together. I could tell you some things that we did for our anniversary, but I have no idea if it was this year.
Well, we've never done anything very big for our anniversary, so this is our first thing to do anything beyond just going to a minor league baseball game.
Well, ours is hard to do bigger things because it's in January.
Yeah.
So it's right after Christmas.
Right.
So we're always broke anyway because we just spent Christmas money.
Right.
And then Hannah's birthday is always the day after. So it's our anniversary and then Hannah's birthday. So it's harder to do bigger things when. And I have a wife that makes big deals about every birthday. So.
You or your kids continuing to grow up makes me feel old. Just can't shoot.
Hannah has her last.
Yeah, let's not. That's what I'm talking about. Like
official flight. So she will be a pilot. She either will or will not be a pilot after May 7th. Which she will because she knows how to fly a plane, and so. Well, a ride along is just
right.
It's like your driver's ed of like that's the easy part for her. She'll get nervous about it, but she'll be okay.
I mean, it's crazy, man. Because when we first met, she would have been 2, 3.
Really? 1?
1?
Because we had her we moved to camp and we had her at camp, and you were there the year after Holly.
Yeah.
So you would have been there when she was 6 months old.
Yeah. I was gonna go that way, but I was like, was it really that long ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how long, man. That's how long That's how long
we've known each other.
And that's how
18
old.
friggin' years, man.
That's how old I feel. With your kids make me feel old. No, nothing else. Nothing else. Just that measure of being like, oh man, Jim's kids are all about to be out of his house. And
yeah, you just met me, and my kid is now leaving to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm old. Oh, so old.
Yeah. Also, if anybody's out there needs a summer job, I got one for you. All you got to do is have a heartbeat and love Jesus, and then you can come work for me.
Hey, and I would...
And I'll pay you, too.
Man.
And, to be honest, I'll pay you what a lot of other camps are paying you, because I found out what Hannah's making, and she's just working for a giant camp up in northern Wisconsin. She's making maybe $400 more than what I pay our staff.
And they don't get to work with you up there in Honey Rock, so
yeah,
they don't get that advantage. So
I know they don't have.
And this summer he is building a tennis ball Gatling gun.
Yeah, we will make that happen. And we will shoot it from our new climbing wall
at people
on the river, because that would be awesome. Just randomly shoot at the barges. Schaefer, I'm coming for you.
Just all right. People on the ropes course if you get hit, you lose use of one of your hands. Like,
that would be sweet.
Going through the people going down the elements. Like,
just go.
You gotta dodge.
No, you just gotta go faster. If you don't want to be hit, you just gotta go faster.
Just pelting them. Keep moving.
I'm trying to transfer.
Setting on the zip platform. Don't want to go? Well, you're gonna want to after the 5th hit because these things hurt. Poof, poof, poof.
That would be awesome. Talk about eliminating all metaphor.
Tell him to stop shooting me. I will if you'll just go down the zip line. It's really your choice. Yeah. Just go.
Why do you have a tennis ball Gatling gun? What does that teach us? Go faster. That's what that teaches you.
I'm sorry. Who's going to ask why you have a Gatling gun tennis ball Gatling gun? Because the answer is, why don't you have one?
Yeah, that's true. It would still be probably the 3rd most asked question on the challenge course. Why does he have a tennis ball Gatling gun?
That's when you give it to the leaders and you're like, the ones that annoy you. Here you go, my friend.
Enjoy shooting people. So last weekend we had a men's group that was just like, well, it's a it started as it's a family that wants to start doing like this men's retreat thing, and so they were kind of testing the waters and seeing how it goes, and like just kind of doing it with their kids or whatever, and we did the climbing wall with them. And the ridicule that came out of was hilarious. It was just so funny because it's a family and they're guys, and so I mean, even being like the camp guy that you're supposed to advocate for positivity or whatever. Right. Like if it's a school group, I get that. I'd be harder on them.
Right.
But this is a family. How I cannot step in and be like, "We guys are really you're gonna let that go?" Like what?
Be nice to each other.
Can you? I mean, the only thing I did was just encourage the person on the wall.
Yeah.
Just at moments that I thought, perhaps something positive his way would help him. But it was just really funny because sometimes just the ridicule, just because how guys are. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I mean, it wasn't like I was like, man, these guys don't like each other at all. It was just that family's way of doing encouragement, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I appreciate because I have some circles like that of like,
right.
The encouragement can sound like ridicule from the outside.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, playing paintball with people, and like you do some stupid thing and they go, I remember the first time I played paintball too.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah. Just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like little digs that you're like, okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
you're right.
Thanks for that. Appreciate that. Yeah.
I remember when I used to not suck.
Yeah. Go faster, Uncle Joe. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, we're still doing a podcast. What?
Yeah.
How long is this one? Are we getting towards the end?
We're not even close.
Not even close?
I mean, we are getting towards the end because I need to send you home, but...
I feel like we've been talking forever.
Yeah, 2 hours and 43 minutes.
Oh.
But 3 hours is kind of the cutoff for me these days, so we still got like
We're
20
aiming
minutes.
at 3 hours?
Are we not?
Okay. I mean, whatever. But I don't know what we're talking about anymore. I lost track.
Oh, we were talking about killing things and, the good things, the good old days. American Gladiators.
I showed, we were flipping through Netflix. My daughter wasn't feeling great.
The Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element appeared on Netflix, and I was like, "We're watching this." I asked, "Have you ever seen The Fifth Element?" She was like, "No, I don't even know what that is." It's like,
okay,
failure as a father.
Yeah,
Here we go. We gotta watch this.
100%.
And so, we corrected it. She watched the whole thing.
Did she?
And I don't think she might have got it on her phone once or twice, but not like consistently, or not throughout. So she actually kind of watched it.
I mean, there are not very many scenes when there's not something happening in The Fifth Element.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a whole lot of talking.
Yeah. I mean, it pulls you in. I mean,
it is classic. That guy who makes those kind of movies, like it's classic his style movie. So,
yeah.
But it is also just so good.
It's good.
It's one of my favorites.
It's one of the rare movies that I've seen more than once.
Yeah.
Because
it did make me want to watch it again.
Usually I watch a movie, and even if my wife is like, I mean, yeah.
There's just so many.
Even if I've seen it before, or if I've seen it before, usually in the first like 5-10 minutes I get bored, and then I go, I just watched this whole movie in my head just now, and so I'm out, and then I'll go do something. But Fifth Element is one of those rare movies that I can watch more than once.
I quote that movie quite a bit in my head.
Yeah. Which is kind of why I wanted Hannah to watch it, so that she could understand some of the quotes.
Time not important, only life important.
The most funny, the funniest thing about watching it with Hannah on the couch was Ember was doing stuff around the house, and then she walks in at the 3-minute long launching of the spacecraft, which is the most innuendos ever shoved in a movie in that short amount of time. And that's the 3 minutes that she watched. Like, she was like, I don't even know I like this movie. I walked away.
That is...
It was like, well, that's because you watched the most inappropriate part of the entire movie.
And it's not even that, it's inappropriate, but it's not,
I mean, it's just very innuendo.
Yeah,
I mean, Hannah knew what was going on.
Right.
As Dad, I'm sitting there going, I'm not going to say a word. I'm not going to say a word. It was just really funny, because that's the couple minutes that Ember walked in and...
I'm not a human. I'm a meat popsicle.
Meat popsicle. Mm-hmm. Nice hat. You like it? Oh, I love that. That's so funny.
Whatever he's got.
I promise it's good news. You are fired.
Oh, well, at least you get dinner.
Yeah. At least I got a free meal. Good and bad. Thank you. That's funny. Love it. Such a good movie.
The sports star, and he's like, throw me the gun. Rolls the pool balls over.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks. The gun.
The coolest. I mean, so I'm a big fan of. So when I watch movies like that, one of the things I am a super big fan of is the music that gets tied into the fight scene. So when the blue fang person is doing the opera, the rock opera, and Lilu is fighting Zorg, or she's fighting all the
those alien
guys before Zorg shows up, and it's all in time with the music and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I really like that. I like that just because. Also rock opera with crazy
Who can
Like-
beat rock opera? Hip hop opera?
Hip
Whatever it
hop
is.
rock remix opera. We need more of that in my life. So, but yeah, I mean, just all of the. But here's the thing: I wanted to have a hot take because we talked about maybe talking about this on the podcast.
That's true.
So I had a
We
thought
did-
about it.
We did think about this earlier.
And this is my hot take, and I hate to do this because I actually love The Fifth Element.
Okay.
But is The Fifth Element just Captain Planet for adults?
That's funny. That is funny. Earth,
Wind.
wind, water, fire. Coben, my man. Coben, my man. I don't have any fire. I got no fire.
Corbin.
Don't breathe. That's funny. That's
Heart, and you got heart. Lilith's a heart, and then
the
by their
love-
powers,
love, yeah.
their powers combined,
And love.
their powers combined is a superpower that saves the planet. Technically, The Fifth Element is a Captain Planet remake.
I never thought about it like that ever. And they are trying to save the planet the whole time.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it takes 5.
And the bad guy produces oil in the heads of the people that he's about to kill.
Yeah. There's a
Because
whole.
that's not blood.
Right. It's some kind of darkness.
Yeah, it's just
Some
darkness
kind of. It's
that
just
oozes
like,
out of
yeah,
your forehead.
like oil.
Like oil. Like pollution. It's just pollution.
So there you go. Something
All
to
right.
think about. It doesn't ruin The Fifth Element for me, but it does make me laugh because I just like.
That is pretty funny.
Because it's like The Fifth Element. And that somehow it was gonna be one of those turtle-looking things, but when we recreated it, it suddenly was a girl. You know, because they recreated it from like the gauntlet thing, and they're like, oh,
Yeah, the little hand, or I mean, whatever section that
whatever
was.
that they saved of it.
Yeah. Also, I always have wondered, where did the turtle go? Because scene number 1,
Right, he gets stuck in the tomb.
he's stuck in
Yeah.
stuck in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Also, those doors closing on his hand, people would see that. Like, somebody would eventually be like, there's like a hand squished in there, man.
What is happening there?
Even when you took the key.
Yeah.
And like, look, there's something in there. There's a gap in there. Like, there's...
Life not important. No, time not important. Only life important.
And yet,
Yeah.
he's stuck in there forever.
Yeah. Also, and we don't get to see the most and what happens after the end of the movie.
Which I'm...
But you have a body of something that is now like in the orbit of the like as close to the Earth as the moon is. That's gonna have some problems. I don't know what that thing is, but it's like it seems like it's a solid object now.
Yeah. It's about the... I mean, they made it seem like it was about the size of the moon.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. It just stopped it.
Yeah. But it wasn't the size of the moon,
Yeah.
because the moon is actually kind of big. But
Yeah. But yeah. So there's some problems. There are I some really good parts. I mean, I guess they do. You see the end, but it's not. It's another innuendo ending. Then you don't, and the president getting to talk to Corbin Dallas's mom.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's less innuendo and more like, we're just not going to show you what's
Well, yeah. But, yeah. Yeah.
Which, also why I like the movie, because, I mean, yes, there's innuendo, but that's as far as it goes.
Right.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Help me.
I can't.
Oh. There it is. The Fifth Element. What a way to...
McDonald's is a big sponsor.
McDonald's is a sponsor. Yeah. Yeah. The whole industrial thing where Zorb is choking and nothing can save him, and so heavy-handed
yeah.
And think about AI. Who's gonna save you? Your AI won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that weird little
elephant
thing.
Elephant dog. Elephant pig dog.
That in the next scene he's just like cradling it in his arms, like it's like over his shoulder.
All he can do is look at him with his eyes. He's like, as he's choking. He's like,
yeah, that.
So many good parts. So many good parts. All right.
I am Corbin Dallas.
Corbin Dallas. Multipass. Yes, they know.
They know it's a multipass.
We just got married. Very exciting. Welcome to Falston Paradise with Ruby Rod.
So, in that scene, everybody's trying to be Corbin Dallas, right? Trying to get on this plane or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And in that scene, the priest kid,
mm-hmm.
who, oh, by the way, okay, I'll finish that later because I just had another thought. That priest kid
mm-hmm.
and the awkwardness and his awkwardness and the awkwardness of just the majority of like the people in that, like the actual people,
mm-hmm.
It hit me that they are predicting that really, really well. Because that priest kid, and somebody else sparked it in there. I don't remember who is awkward like that, but just the awkwardness of that priest kid made me think that is some of the public school kids that I deal with at the high school. Like, they're afraid of everything, and any kind of interaction is going to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And he's all, like, because he's just always nervous. And some people are just like that, I get that. But
yeah.
It's just...
Mm-hmm. Well, the captain, the guy that, the first mate on the ship, too.
Yes, that guy, yes.
He's like, and Corbin's like, you want me to negotiate with him? He's like...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, meeting the diva.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Welcome to Yeah, whatever you said, kid. All right. Thanks for kind of doing your job. Yeah.
I mean, green. Are we green?
Are we green?
Super green.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I searched for that.
Or when they introduce the green, like, what kind of green? What kind of green?
Corbin, my man. What would you like to say?
It's time for the word of the day. Thrilled. commercial. Commercial. It is pretty funny.
Just Chris Tucker just being like, "Well, you want me to do what now?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Uh-huh. This is your covert operation.
Where did he learn how to do that? Gee, I wonder.
Where did he negotiate that? Yeah. Such a good movie. So if you haven't seen it, we just quoted about 2/3 of the movie.
I mean, here's the thing. I love Bruce Willis. I think I can watch anything with Bruce Willis in it. I just like him. Most of the movies I watch, I'm just a sucker. I will watch a Bruce Willis movie. Mm-hmm. So he's in it. Gary Oldman plays the bad guy. And Gary Oldman is a tremendously good actor. And he knocks Zorg out of the park. Mm-hmm. And Chris Tucker as the comedy relief, although there's lots of comedy in there.
Yeah. I think that's why I liked it, because it's an action movie.
Yeah.
Masquerading sci-fi. It's an action comedy masquerading as like a sci-fi movie. Like the sci-fi, I could care less about that. It's 300 years in advance or whatever.
I mean, it's a wonderful world. It's a wonderful built world that they don't go into like all of the. Well, let me explain to you how we have flying cars. We just have flying cars.
Yeah, it's just that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Which I prefer that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
The music is great. Like the soundtrack is great. Mm-hmm. Like it all fits really well. Like the chase scene with the car. Just amazing music to that as well. All of the pulling up with like the line of police cars and like being like, oh, and this just
it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah. The general guy, the president, sir, I have doubts. I have none, and then just gets obliterated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a movie though, so because you would seem that an orb that has all those powers could maybe not need so much human help, but what do I know?
That is another. Why is it eating all of the satellites? Maybe it needs to make a call. That's not how that works, but okay. And actually, you're right, because what it was doing.
Why are there dog-like aliens there? We don't know, but they are, and they can sometimes look like humans, and that's okay too. Mm-hmm. We don't have to explain all that.
Yeah.
Where did the turtle aliens come from? We don't know. And why can they only show up in the 50s and then 300 years later? I don't know.
Yeah, all they do is crash.
Yeah.
Like what? You didn't bring a bigger ship or something? What's wrong with you guys?
You didn't see this one coming?
Yep, they don't explain any of that, which is...
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke Perry. That was their let's be relevant to the times hire, right?
Yep.
Because he was doing 90210 is what he was coming out of with that whole...
The Z's light.
Z's
light. Look here. The fifth element.
Supreme being. Yeah. It takes zero mental aptitude in that. Like, they don't...
Captain Planet.
They definitely don't need you to think. It's not a thinking movie.
No. Mm-mm. No, but it is good. It's so good.
It's fun to watch, though. I liked it. Mm-hmm.
How are they going to get the... not to ruin the whole movie, so if you stayed with us, you stuck with us this long, I'm just going to go ahead and ruin the whole movie, but the stones are inside the opera lady. And so when she gets shot, that's fine, right? Because, yeah, I'm dying.
You gotta take a crap sometime.
That's your...
Yeah. I mean, she gotta take a crap sometime.
So what you're saying is that she was a mid-90s drug mule.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, they had the foresight to hide those stones in somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a stone mule. But the Fifth Element, they just crashed her right down on the planet.
The supreme being.
The most important part of the whole thing.
We sent alone in their own ship.
Yeah, just hurtled it right to Earth.
With
just,
no escort.
Yeah, just
and with the fake stones, because that was also like they recovered the stones, the box that was empty from that crash. Yeah, so that was empty there. Yeah. And then it was empty in the other box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really put a lot of effort into hiding those stones.
But the supreme being...
But the perfect one...
the only thing that's going to make
this... They just hurtle that one straight to her.
The only thing that's going to make this whole thing work.
just...
Oh, no, it's fine. That's fine.
Just slingshot that right out there. Yeah. It'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. We'll make you into a human.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how that works. Yeah. Like I said, it's not a thinking movie.
No.
I mean, Tozer and the Fifth Element are two opposite ends of the spectrum.
Maybe Gladiator fits closer to the Fifth Element, but...
Probably, yeah.
Oh. Man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch The Fifth Element again.
Yeah, well, it's free on Netflix. I mean...
Well, I don't have Netflix, so I'll have to rent it from Prime.
Oh, you gotta rent it then? Sure.
But it's worth it. I used to have it on
It's
DVD.
probably only a couple bucks.
Yeah. It's like $3.
Yeah, it's like an old movie, so...
Yeah.
But it did, it popped up on Prime.
Yeah.
Because the algorithms all know who you are, and so it says, hey, you're going to like this movie. What I don't like about Netflix is it'll keep suggesting movies that you've already watched.
Yeah.
And you're like, stop suggesting me this movie. I've watched it already.
But if you watch it once, the second time?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It took me a little bit, but I did train Spotify that I do not want to listen to the same artist twice in a row. Ever.
Yeah.
It does know that about me now.
It does seem to have a much bigger pool of algorithms than some other things. So.
Yeah. Which is nice. The DJ still messes up though every once in a while. Like if I do the
DJX?
Yeah, DJX.
It's DJX.
He'll do a pretty decent job. I mean, it's always the same. It's kind of like listening to the radio. It'll always play about the same things. But then every once in a while, he'll be like, you really like this artist. And then, nope. That's not.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm doing.
I stopped listening to lo-fi, like instrumental music on my Spotify because the DJ was like, all right, I guess it's time for some lo-fi. And I only listen to that like when I'm studying or doing homework and stuff like that.
Sure.
I'm like, no, I don't actually want to, not when I'm not doing that, I don't want.
There's a specific time and place. Stop it.
hey, we just dropped some new lo-fi. Check it out. You know, and it's like, doom, 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 doom. You're like, no.
Yeah.
Just go back to the music I like. I know I do like this, but only when I'm studying. So,
yeah, that's the drawback to that DJ guy is he doesn't really get it.
No, he does not. But I'm always amazed. This is the last thing because you gotta go after this. But I'm always amazed by how much music there is out there. And that's a simplistic statement. I get that, but I asked the lead singer of the Grey Havens, like, because we're this, like, there's like one more question, and so I was like, what are you listening to right now? You know, like maybe you can give me some. You probably like, I like your stuff, so I probably would like what you're listening to, maybe.
Yeah, right.
And he literally listed off 4 people that I'd never ever heard of. Huh. And I was just like, oh, okay, You know, I'm writing stuff down, and I'm like, no clue. Don't know who those people are at all. Huh. So I'm like, oh, cool. I'll go check them out. So I think one of them I had actually stumbled across before, and I was like, oh, that guy, okay. I don't know that I put him in my list of people to listen to all the time,
sure.
But yeah.
Is it the same genre?
No.
I feel like that's
to be fair,
typical of musicians is they don't tend to listen.
To be fair, yeah,
to the music
like,
that they make.
The people he travels with make music kind of like him, and so like he didn't name those people, but that's like because like he, you know, there's certain people that I've seen him play. They have a tour they all do together, you know. So I was like, he might name those guys, but he didn't. I already know those guys, so that's cool. So, but yeah, he was like, oh, this person, and this person, so I've slowly started to get some, but I'm just like, yeah, not even on my radar. Like, not even, no clue.
Sure.
No clue.
Sure.
But yeah. Switchfoot's coming back in town. They'll be in Moline, like in May. So.
Oh, yeah?
Switchfoot, here, let me give you the lineup. Before you tell me no.
Okay.
That you don't want to go with me.
Okay.
Let me give you the lineup.
All right.
Switchfoot.
Okay.
Headliners.
Okay.
Lit.
Whoa.
And Fuel.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is...
And do you know how many songs by Lit that I know? Just one. They're the ones that sing My Own Worst Enemy.
Okay.
It's the one that's like dun 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 dun, and like sleeping. Why? Please tell me why I'm sleeping with my clothes on. Okay. So that's the one song I know by Lit.
Okay.
Fuel, of course, had a few more hits. In My Hands was their big one.
I don't know.
That would have been 2001 or 2.
Yeah. I mean, that's all early 2000s stuff.
Once again. Oh, man. I got... Dead actors faking lines over and over again is the verse. I think it was called Hemorrhaging was the name of the song. But they're going to be. So,
ChatGPT is retarded.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because it keeps wanting me to do Fuel the Band, or Nike Fuel Band.
No, that's a bad idea.
You know. This is a great end to the podcast. Searching fuel facts on our own phones.
Hey, all you guys out there who...
You guys can... We're doing this so you don't have to while you're doing whatever you're doing now.
Here's the people also ask, are Switchfoot still Christians? Yes. Yes, that is always the question. Those Switchfoot people, are they still Christians? They're always doing rock stuff. Alright, here we go. They are still Christian, by the way. May. Alright. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, I was
Finally, you caught up with me. Shimmer, Hemorrhage.
July 18th, they're playing at the Rhythm. Yeah, Hemorrhage is the one that's like...
Falls on Me?
In July 18th, they're playing at the Rhythm City Casino Resort in Davenport, Iowa.
Okay.
Fuel and Lit.
Alright. You're just going to relive the glory days? Is Kelly going with you?
I don't even know I'm going to be able to go, but oh, you can't play too much of that because...
Oh, yeah, we're recording. But it's on in the background. Does it count if it's on in the background?
I don't know. YouTube will tell us.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What did you expect to find?
Don't.
Yeah. In my hands again. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
very switchfooty.
Very switchfoot, very creedy.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I might try to go. Tickets are a little more expensive. They're a little more. They're at the top end of my range.
Yeah.
So my range is still way under $100. So $60. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Sure.
It's during your camp season though, so
Yeah,
I might
I'm
not
not
be
going.
able to get away from that. But
Yeah.
it's in a casino, so then I got to think about that too.
Oh, sure.
Um,
Whatever.
You know.
You should go, and then we'd have something to talk about in May.
Yeah. Well, it's in July, so.
Oh, July.
Be,
Oh, well,
it
then
would be like
that's
August when we get back together.
I thought you said May. Okay.
I thought it was May. I thought it was May, but it's not.
Okay.
They're in Canada in May. I'm not going to go to Canada for that. So.
Okay.
But yeah, July. So there you go. Switchfoot, Lit, Fuel.
For all of.
It's a very niche.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a very niche listeners.
Everybody there will be 40 and over.
100%. Yeah. And yeah. Well, there better be.
Do teenagers even know about Switchfoot anymore?
I mean, when I saw them in Davenport last year, there were a few teenagers, but the majority of people were older.
You should play it for your sixth graders and see what they think about it.
Okay, I like this.
Because
honest reviews.
Yeah.
I don't even know what kind of music my sixth graders listen to, so I don't even know to be prepared. Like whether or not they'll be like worst ever.
It's early 2000s. They're in sixth grade.
Not true. Switchfoot just put out a new song, so technically,
okay, whatever. They might be the generation that's starting to bring back the 2000s.
That's true.
We might be far enough away from 2000 that.
All right, listeners. If you know a sixth grader, play them some Switchfoot. See if they pass, and then let us know. I'll do my own testing, but we gotta
Sure.
spread this out.
I would advocate. Well, I don't know. I'm not ready for the 90s to die, so keep playing 90s music. I would say play them music from the 90s and play them music from the early 2000s and see which one they like better. Ooh, that's a good challenge. I like that one. If I was still doing youth group, I'd do that. But I just ended my youth group because I'm now busy every weekend. So
I don't know what I would choose. You can't make me choose between the 90s and the early 2000s.
I'm not saying you choose. I'm saying play one and play another one and see which one they like better. You don't have to make a decision.
Yeah, I'm not. Mumford & Sons is touring again, so...
Okay. I mean, sure.
Oh, man. Sometimes, Jim, just don't understand you.
I mean,
Your lack of
they're on my Spotify list, I guess, somehow, but only by default.
Oh, I don't know how to take you.
I probably like some of their songs, actually.
Yeah.
They're probably liked.
Yeah.
But
Spotify does think I like Taylor Swift.
Okay.
But it's because I like songs that Taylor Swift duets on with some other bands that I like.
Oh, okay.
And so when Taylor Swift puts stuff out, it's like, hey,
are
you a Swiftie? And I'm like, no, I'm a fan of The National.
Hmm.
And I like the song that they duet on. But that's a National song. It's not a Taylor Swift song.
Hmm.
But, you know.
Okay.
All right. We've surpassed the 3-hour mark. I don't know how long we're planning on doing.
If you made it this far,
yeah.
and you see either Paul or I in person,
please start singing Fuels in my head.
You have to say, I prefer 2000s music over 90s music. Or 90s music over 2000s music. Whichever one.
Or it's wrong for Jim to make you choose that. Any of those 3 answers are correct.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you just bring up this conversation, I will be so impressed.
You'll be shocked.
And I will immediately ask you, how long did it take you to get through
Especially if your name is Jeremy and you listen to us on the way, a very short drive to school.
So, yeah, I've heard that. I haven't met you, Jeremy, but I look forward to the day that we do.
I haven't talked to him. I hope he's going to come out with Princeville and do the roast course, because I know they were trying to get a day, so I don't know if they got all that scheduled.
Yeah, so. Princeville is on the schedule.
So he usually comes out, but he also has other coaching things going on. So
okay.
Hopefully he'll be out.
Yeah,
but,
there we go. I'll see you on whatever.
Yeah.
I think they come on a Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. So there you go. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Next month will probably be, if we do it, it'll be the same length because we have no self-control. So we will just keep going until...
That's true. Did you hear all the silence that we had? Paul literally left the room.
I had to get a book. I had to get the book.
He asked me a question, and then he left the room.
I was just hoping he would keep talking.
And how am I supposed to answer a question to nobody?
I just figured you'd keep talking. That's what I do.
I don't even remember.
I do a whole hour where I'm just staring at a wall talking.
Okay, but I come here to talk to you, and the mic just happens to be on the table.
5 minutes. All I needed was 5 minutes of you just talking to a wall. You know.
I mean, I tried.
I heard you. I heard you talking some of it, so I know you didn't stop immediately.
It's true.
So.
I mean, I was kind of making fun of you and
that's fine.
Trying to Kelly,
I mean, it's fine.
All right. Well, there you go. See, we just have a way. We're never going to stop talking.
Thanks for listening this long, if you have, and thanks for all of you, the downloads, everybody in Asia and elsewhere.
AI, keep at it.
Yeah, and also the USA.
I think AI should create bots that create bots to get Paul paid.
That is how we're gonna have Terminator. And
no,
yes,
just
how are you? If you have us, what?
Look, if you get paid and you're big enough, and you're big enough in Asia, then hopefully all those underground Christians out there that have to hide their faith
will rise up.
Will hear our meanderings
about Switchfoot fans
about all the wonderful ways that God increases our faith, and they will be encouraged.
Okay. It ended in a really good place. I know where you're going, but it ended in a good place. Somehow the repeating bots are gonna get us to be able to get more people hearing about Jesus. So
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do. I can't though. No, I can't. That feels like cheating. I don't want to.
There's no cheating, man. There's no cheating.
If I created a bot that created a bot.
Bots aren't important. Only life is important.
Well, I am not a human. I am a meat popsicle.
Smoke you.
Wrong answer, buddy. The guy in the hat, he's just like dancing.
Nice hat. I love that guy. You like it?
I'm just gonna take that. I didn't want it anyway.
That's funny.
Oh. So many people don't even know what we're talking about.
Nope.
Well, that's how we'll close it. Jim, thanks for hanging out, and thank you guys for listening. Yeah, you know where you can find us, Facebook.com/The Unbroken Ground or theunbrokenground@gmail.com. We'll be back. Who knows if it'll be next month or not, but we will be back. Jim, any last words?
Nope. I don't think so, I guess.
Thrilling.
Yeah.
Here it's time for word of the day with Jim.
Of the day.
My man. All right, there it is.
Nope.